Welcome to Blackwater. Good friends dishing up tastier dishes.
Whoa!
We're doing a little Storybake for you. We got our aprons on, dressed for the job we want. We're bakers.
We're bakers. I'm going to talk about that in just a second, but I am going to dive into some very quick announcements before we whip up this session. I'm going to acknowledge that we're streaming tonight from the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territories of the Coast Salish, Stolo, Semi-Emu, Kwantlen, Tsawwassen, and Musqueam First Nations, while our characters play in a world that Tim has cooked up for us. We are honored to live, work, and ultimately play on these lands tonight. If you love this campaign as much as we do and you want to get caught up, you can find everything that we do over on the BlackwaterDnD YouTube page or our podcasting app. By app, I mean wherever you get your podcasts. I would love to have our own app. Yeah, I would love that. Maybe
Ear water.
Ear water? That's gross.
That's our app.
That's what happens when you go into the pool too long.
You gotta bang on the opposite corner.
Most of our episodes release on Fridays at noon, with podcast episodes from the previous week dropping on Mondays at noon. You can type !YouTube in the chat to find all of our channel links there. I want to give a big thank you to our TechWater team of Chantel in the booth this evening. This is our last episode of the year. This will be our last video episode of the year. We're so proud to be partnering with Dan Walter, who is the creator of Storybake, to bring you this sweet little completely in-canon story about the magic of baking, the power of friendship, and finding wonder in the world. I think we could all use a little wonder these days. So when Dan approached us about doing a Storybake one-shot, I immediately was like, yes, please. Anything that makes me eat cookies while I GM, that sounds great to me. I am honored to be joined by these three wonderful bakers this evening, and we will learn more about their characters. If you want to see kind of a little bit of behind-the-scenes stuff, and we'll talk a little bit about Patreon in a moment, but we will release a chat water where we made our characters and made the bakery and went through all the mechanics.
And made each other cry. I don't know about y'all, but I was actually crying.
With laughter?
It was
Yes.
an emotional journey.
It was an emotional journey. So this game is a powered...
rich, storied family.
Rich, storied little bakery we have here. This game is a powered by the apocalypse system that can be dropped into whatever game you play, whether you want to run your own campaign of Storybake, or if your players truly deserve like a beach episode, why not have a baking episode where you, right? It's so fun.
I love the idea of best wishes.
Oh my gosh.
In their current state, have to run a bakery.
Have to run a bakery for a session? That would be amazing. Before we dive into this story, I would love for the three of you to tell me about a memory of baking that you have. Can be from any time in your life, childhood or adulthood. I'd love to hear about times where baking has been really important to you. Partially, and I ask this because so much of Storybake was inspired by Dan's grandmothers. I believe it is, I'm going to get their names correct here, because that's really important, because so many of my memories of baking are with my grandma, Grandma Bev and Grandma Sue. So thank you, Grandma Bev and Grandma Sue, for inspiring Dan to write this. My lovely bakers, tell me a little bit about some times that you've spent baking that is a salient memory for you.
I got one.
Yeah.
When I was like 20 years old, I wanted to do something special for my girlfriend, and I knew that she liked pies, and so I baked her a pie, but I wanted it to like look extra special. So I was like looking up like, ooh, you do like the fork around the rim to give it a little edge, and I like, cut out a little bit of extra dough on the top and like put that on top. And I'm like, yeah, and the dough would look like a heart. Right, but I'm like, ooh, this heart should look special. So I'm like, oh, what's edible? Cinnamon, amazing. Here's what I didn't know is when you like bake cinnamon, that burns.
It burns.
So it was a nice looking pie with just a charred black heart on the top.
Exactly the message you want to send.
Yeah, you know. It was, we call that foreshadowing in the industry.
You tried real hard. Either Tim or Yanis.
I got one.
Yeah.
During the pandemic, I baked a lot of bread, but specifically, baked a lot of bread with my daughter, our daughter.
Yeah.
And yeah, all of ours daughters. And it was just very special getting to make it on a pretty regular basis, too.
We didn't buy bread at the store.
Yeah, like every weekend, my like 2.5-year-old daughter and I making bread together is something that I will.
What was her favorite part of the process?
She liked kneading the dough.
I have a feeling.
Yeah, that was her favorite part, was pushing her little fingers into the dough, and like we'd shape it into the loaves, and then she'd just start sticking her fingers in it. We'd have to take it out and shape it again, but yeah.
On her little, the little like toddler.
Yeah, she was like, she had this like little like step stool that has like it's called a helper stool.
Yeah.
And so it's got like a little, it's like 3 steps, and then there's a little platform, and then like a little like wooden kind of ring around it, so she couldn't fall off.
Yanis.
I remember baking scones. I guess you guys call them like tea biscuits here, but
No, we
like,
call them scones.
no, like British style.
Oh, British scones, yeah.
Savory scones, not like
Scone.
not like raisin ones, but
You fucking
fuck with that shit. But no, like proper like British scones with my grandmother when I was a kid, and then also like eating a shit ton of scones when I lived in England with my great aunt. They have this thing called a Devonshire cream tea.
Oh my god.
Where it's like a scone and then they
Clotted
cream, which is like cream that they double boil to essentially caramelize all the sugars in it, so it becomes like a sweet.
So
it's like butter, but it's sweet. And then you put that on, and then you put the jam on top.
Whoa.
Damn.
So fucking good.
My baking recipe also has to do with jam and my grandmother. So I don't like coconut. Like that is, I don't like it as a flavor. I don't like it as included in anything. But the only thing I will eat coconut on is what my grandmother always used to call jam pie. So when my grandmother would bake pie, she would always make the crust from scratch, of course, because I doubt my very British, hearty Breton stock grandmother would have it any other way, but there was always little bits of pie crust left over, so she would always give them to me, and she would take a jar of jam, and I would put the pie crust down, I would fill it with jam, and then she would sprinkle shredded coconut on the top, and that is and then she would bake them, and I would have my own little pie. One time we picked blackberries out from the big giant bushes behind her house, and we made blackberry jam from scratch with jam pie. So jam pie is like, for me, with that and a cup of very, very milky orange pekoe tea is like a core memory for me. And that's something I love about Storybake as a concept, is that it really, I think all of us have a memory of either cooking or baking with someone, so very much harkened back to that while I was reading the book. It like just makes me smile a lot. So if you want to get your hands on a copy of Storybake, you can head on over to DriveThruRPG. I will throw the link in the chat right now, and it'll also be down in the video description. Yeah, it is raining. It's raining really hard out there. So please go get yourself a copy. Dan has put so much love baked into every page. So please go grab yourself a copy there. And speaking of which, speaking of where we also have a special recipe that Dan has created just for us for this episode this evening. And they are what he has. The recipe that he's prepared, Tim baked those today, and they are right here. Our players will get to interact with the moment. But if you would like that recipe, Tim, where can you go find that recipe and everything else we do?
Wow, such a great question. We have a little Patreon that we run, and it's really lovely, and it's a wonderful community. There's different tiers. There's a free tier. There's a $5 tier. There's some other tiers. And
5, 10, 25, 50.
Exactly.
Yeah.
5, 10, 25, 50. And they give you access to different things. One of the great things that we have is Chatwater, which we do after every show, or sometimes, in this case, before, where we talk about the session we just had, or if we're doing a new game, we kind of do some of the that session 0 stuff that we would do. And it also gives you access to the patrons-only Discord channel, which is really fun, and we're often all in there interacting and chatting with folks. You often get sneak peeks to things that are coming down the pipeline, and mechanics that we're working on, we put out through there as well. So it's a really wonderful place to be. So if you have any discretionary income, come and join us. Or just join at the free tier, and you get 1 free Chatwater a month. And, you just get to show us your love and support, and we love that, too.
I think this one will actually be the free chat.
Amazing.
Oh, good. I want people to see this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
because
pretty fun and silly.
Ink was not the free Chatwaters as we finished those up, but this is our last Chatwater for December, so I think this will be the free one.
A perfect time. Jump on.
And the recipe will
Merry
be
Christmas.
if you're heading over to Patreon, that they drop on Wednesdays at noon, and the recipe for the wonderful thing that Dan has created specifically for us is in the description of that post. So just before, these boys already have their aprons on, but just before the rest of you get your aprons on and we dive in, we will be back on January 5th. I'm so sorry. It was January 6th. January 6th is the big one. Because last year we started back on January 6th.
Big one.
January 5th.
Why, did something happen?
No, not up here in Canada. On January 5th of 2026 for the premiere of our Willowmere miniseries featuring the Quill System by Bookworm Games, created and sponsored by the incredible folks over at Bookworm. Yes. They're amazing. It's basically Redwall. It's like tiny little animal guys. Pardon?
Very fun.
It's very fun. Tim has written for it, and I'm thrilled to be back in the player's seat after like 2 months in the GM seat. So very excited as Tim leads us on a grand little adventure. Following that, we will be returning to main campaign. I miss our little babies so much, and I can't wait to get back into the spooky, ooky lands of the Divide in our brand new studio space.
I can't believe we're in the last 10 episodes.
Don't say that, Giannis. I'm not there for it yet.
I mean, if you want that to be true, we can.
So, from our table to yours, grab a mug of cocoa and your favorite holiday recipe as we prepare for a one-shot full of sugar, spice, and everything nice. Welcome to A Taste of Spring. Chantel, roll the clip. All right. So, the year is 2399 on the continent of Wolfar, on Renewal's Eve, the night before the turnover of the year to a new century. It is in the past, technically, from where we are with Best Wishes. So,
We all knew that.
we all knew that. We are on the northern part of the continent, away from the bustle of the cities and the capital further south. Sure, they have their big city celebrations for Renewal's Eve, but if you want to truly immerse yourself in the culture of a place, you can find it in the hearts and homes of those in the smaller towns. My gosh, it's raining so hard. And that's what you hope to find, you three, when you get to your destination. As we zoom in, we see a landscape that is covered in snow and ice. The trees coated in a fluffy layer of powder as it continues to dust down from the sky, bright and overcast above. The weather has stayed steady since you left Caradoc a few days ago, making your way on your yearly pilgrimage towards Wolfreen. However, this pristine landscape is interrupted by the sound and shake of large footsteps? Or are those hand steps as we see something approach? My dear bakers, can you tell me what sort of building we see approaching, how it's moving, and who do we see, and where are they? What is going on as we traverse through this landscape?
I mean, take it away.
Let me tell you something.
Describe that bakery.
What you see is a stout bungalow of a bakery, exposed brick, tasteful. What's not tasteful are the 4 burly human arms.
Yes.
Giant.
Yeah, giant, walking turtle-like as they sort of face inward.
Oh,
Yeah, a little bit. We're going there now.
I thought we were doing dog legs, but okay, this is much more unsettling.
Yeah, right?
The forearms are hairy.
The forearms
And-
are
Or especially around the wrist.
It's wearing rings. Massive gold
We did not talk about this in Chatwater.
vascular arms.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
okay.
vascular.
It's gotta pump.
Well, it's a heavy building because
And it
this
says family gravy across the wrist.
this
On the
is
knuckles.
On the knuckle.
It's
got extra fingers.
Let him finish.
Savor the Moment.
Savor the Moment.
A traveling bakery.
Yes.
Traveling family bakery that specializes in savory experiences and bread.
Amazing. Okay, and so as Savor the Moment walks through this landscape, crunching the snow down, what is your character doing? Like, who do we see?
Camera enters the bakery.
Yes.
What do we see, Tim?
You see, kind of with his back against all of the flour sacks, doing his best to try to keep all the flour in the sacks. You see Bread Pit, handsome man. There, he's just wearing like a cut-off shirt and an apron. It's like a cut-off white shirt and like a red apron. He's covered in flour. And he's I would say I think he's in his long hair phase.
Yeah.
So like bit of long hair. Some say he looks like Achilles. I don't know. And yeah, he's also making sure that his sourdough starter is kind of between his legs as he's kind of
Your prized sourdough.
absolutely.
Okay.
Pride and joy of
Incredible.
my son and daughter.
Your child.
Holy Spirit.
Tell me about the rest of you.
As we see Bread Pit keeping the flour safe, the sourdough starter
Yes.
safe, the camera pans through Savor the Moment, and we see a corner of the bakery where shelves filled with ingredients. They're hanging
Swaying
from
with
the
each
ceiling.
step,
They're
yes.
swaying, and we see the back of a stout, burly dwarf. Cut off sleeves, a blue shirt with a black apron.
Yeah.
Just inspired in the moment by the moving. He's
Yes.
working over a cauldron, whipping up a big old pot of, you know it, gravy. This is Gravy Dave Angle.
Thank you.
And he's the pie and tart specialist here at Savor the Moment.
I forgot to add that Bread Pit is half dwarf, half human. A
Thank you.
dwarf. And is the size of a dwarf in stature, but proportionally like a human.
So small man.
No, that's
He's
not what I
real
said.
Real shortcake vibes, and I love it.
Importantly,
Yes.
Gravy Dave, anytime you're playing dwarf, you do have to describe their beard.
Of course.
Big, long down here, nothing right here.
Amazing.
Went for the chin
Beard
shave.
hairnet.
Yeah,
There's a
absolutely.
hairnet.
It's sort of, he's sort of
Hair
pulled it
netted.
back into his hair, so it's one net for all of this, but he's
Unit.
keeping this clean.
Yeah.
So that his mouth doesn't have to
For the dribbles.
For the drip. Well, he's, 'cause
gravy
he's tasting so
It
much.
always tastes.
Yeah.
Always tasting the gravy. And
Short stash.
Yeah, you don't want it. You don't want a soup strainer.
and who do we see finally as well?
Then you come across, you see Gravy Dave busy gravying away.
Their own stations for sure,
with
and
all of
then
our
you've
own
got
stations, and you see pristine white, clean portion cups. His entire countertop is put on a sort of
gyroscope?
a gyroscope so that it stays level no matter how the feet move. And he's standing there. You see Phil Angel, but his friends call him Flan. White T-shirt, has sleeves, but they're rolled up.
Whoa.
Blue apron,
Is there a cigarette?
covered in tattoos. Cigarette pack in the one.
Absolutely.
Cigarette behind the ear. You see, he's got a canister that he's charging with CO2 as he's extruding a foam onto a plate. Pulls out a spoon. He has a little taste. He's tall. He's the tall one in the family.
Yeah.
6'5".
Whoa.
He's
6'5".
a reverse.
So thin. As broad as Gravy Dave
We're
is.
all the same weight.
We're all the same weight. No.
No, he's dense.
Oh, okay.
He's very muscular.
He's all in his legs.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Still half dwarf.
Yeah.
Flan is very tall, very skinny. Only eats foam. So, I mean, he's
all
only
worried about him.
mousses and custards,
Okay.
right? So that's it.
Okay.
And yeah, he's currently tasting a pink tinted foam, covered in tattoos, by the way.
All human.
All human, all day.
All right. Amazing. So as we see this as we see Savour the Moment trunch through the snow. You've been traveling for the majority of the morning because your bakery can stop and sit down and go to sleep.
Where do the arms go?
They fold in front.
I thought they
Fold
just
in
fly
front.
out to the
They
They
go
kind
like this and they become
they-
the stairs.
Yeah, or they kind of like sploot underneath like a cat does. So the sun is almost at its zenith for the day behind cloud cover, and you know you should be set to arrive at the small gnomish town of Coilsbury within an hour or two. Coilsbury has a bit of a difficult history. It was previously known as the town of Shinkick, but after Caradoc re-emerged from under the ice, there was an explosion of technology and industry under the guidance of High Priest, our beloved Kokanee Lightkeeper, and the renewed temples to Thessera, and the return of the Warforged. And thus, most of Shinkick's industry, particularly the firearms creation, which was very big there, has re-centralized back to Caradoc, and many who were working in those factories and doing a lot of innovation there left either to go back to Caradoc or seek their fortunes elsewhere. So from what you know, while the population is greatly diminished, they have renamed the town to Coilsbury. It'll be a good stop for the night. You can spend the year's renewal there and gain maybe some good business before setting off on your journey once more. You don't have to be in Wolfreen for at least 3 weeks, and you know the journey will only take you about a week and a half if you travel through most of the day. So what would you like to do? Is there anything you want to stop and do while you're on your way, or do you feel like you would just kind of keep pace and move towards Coilsbury?
I think if we got some time, like the goal is set up right in the town square, dead center, draw some heat, see if we can get some foot traffic, sell the wares.
And are we still outside of the town or are we in the town?
You are outside of the town. You have probably about 2 hours. So if you wanted to engage we don't get a lot of downtime in one-shots, but if there is any time that you would like to look into some what we would call downtime activities, which are called mise en place in this story, those are located on page 10 in your handbooks. And if there's anything you would like to do there, you can take a quick look through and let me know if there's any setting up or any preparations. If you want to do some baking right now so that you can hit the ground running when you get there, or do you want to kind of see what the town is looking for before you decide to put out your wares? I'll leave that up to you folks.
I firmly believe that we know better than our customers.
Yeah.
It's not important what they want. We're going to show them what they
they're
want.
missing.
Right.
So I will absolutely whip up something inspired by the road. I want to do some baking.
Okay.
What does that look like?
Amazing. So baking is a skill. It is something that you have to roll for, no matter, because you folks are professional bakers. Even the most studied in their craft do still have to follow the rules, the recipes, and you have to use a little bit of that magic to get it right. So this is powered by the Apocalypse system, so you are going to roll 2d6. And if there are any skills or anything you would like to incorporate, you can do so. As a reminder, this is, as PBTA goes, a 10 and above is a full success, 7 to 9 is a mixed success, and anything below a 6 is a failure. Failures will come with consequences. They're not just you don't do the thing.
Okay. Feeling inspired by the movement as we're walking. I love a folding of egg whites. I'm loving a meringue. But Gravy Dave has a crazy vision.
Crazy gravy.
Every pie, every tart, savory. But he's not turning his back on the past. Every pie and tart that you love that is sweet. The apple pie, the cherry pie, the other pies. I'm sure there's many.
Sweet potato pie.
Sweet potato
Pecan
pie. Imagine a sweet potato
Pizza
pie,
pie, cherry
also savory. Savory sweet
Lemon
potato
meringue.
pie. Lemon meringue. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Great.
We're talking a gravy meringue.
Oh, okay.
So we've whipped up a
Okay.
gravy so thick that it's like lemon curd, and we are whipping meringue on top.
Okay. So if you would like to do a roll for this, now I'm going to ask you here. One of the things that you have the opportunity to do is you can add a little bit of extra oomph into your baking. If you're wanting to really make a hit in Coilsbury, you can imbue some flavors into the treats themselves. And now I know you are a savory man, and the list of flavors that you can add in are on page 11. I would be happy to have you reskin any of those to whatever flavor you feel is appropriate, and you can let me know what you try to bake in to these savory, I think, lemon meringues, you said.
They're gravy meringues.
Gravy meringues. My
Please.
sincerest apologies.
We have some gravy curd going. It's great. Here, I mean, nutty is a savory kind of flavor, and I don't want to get crazy, so we're gonna reskin nutty as gravy.
It's gravy.
It's gravy flavored.
It's gravy.
Which is gonna make whoever eats this, the target, they're gonna be mixed. I don't know what that means, but we're gonna mix them up, or they're gonna be lightened, which I like.
Okay, mixed is a condition. So the target would become confused about their surroundings. They do a random action that is within their abilities to do at the moment.
Here's the thing about Gravy Dave. Everyone thinks it's a bad idea.
Yes.
Everyone says gravy curd covered in meringue can't possibly be good, and then they take a slice, disoriented.
And it's confusing.
It's confusing.
They experience ego death.
So individuals will have to roll spiritual against the.
It's a spiritual experience.
It's a spiritual. It could be a religious experience. And with the sorted, like, kind of religious history of this region, there is a lot of a history of divinity up here. So it wouldn't be out of the realm of normality. The gods have been always a lot more present on Wolfar than they have been in other places. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you roll 2d6, and you are going to just for baking a treat. You can add 2d6 without adding anything to it. On a 12 plus, you can make 2 treats. On a 7 to 9, you can make 1 treat of a random effect, but 6 and below, and I will say anything over 10, you can make 1 treat with the effect of your choice as well. 7 to 9, you can make 1 treat of a random effect, or on 6, and we'll have it be gravy flavored. Gravy is the.
I like the fact that it would not be gravy flavored. Make it chocolate.
And on a 6 and below, you make the treat but cannot imbue it with an extra effect.
Okey-doke. Now, I do get a bonus to this.
Do you?
Because as we're building our characters, I took the ability Savory Baker, which, if you'll allow me,
I will.
you're because
Yes,
of
chef.
this, you're able to find out-of-the-box ways to do certain tasks, I think.
Absolutely.
This is not, So you can add a +1 to any roll when you try to do it in an unconventional way. GM, would you think?
I would absolutely agree. Heard, chef.
Incroyable. There we go. That's how you uncock it. That's an 8.
That's an 8. Fantastic. So, yes, you can make 1 treat here, but it will have a random effect to it. So it will be gravy flavored. I will give you that. But I am going to roll a d6, and I'm not going to tell you what these treats do. Okay. Okay. Fantastic. Wonderful. I love this. So you, are you... Tell me what it's like to watch Gravy Dave in the kitchen. Like, what is it like? If this was like a performance piece, like we are sitting here watching you bake, what does it look like? What are we feeling as?
Pure flow state.
Yeah, I love this.
Gravy Dave never makes the same thing twice. He's always just tapping in. It is a spiritual experience for him as well.
Yes.
He when he's waiting for things to cook, he's just running his hands through the various bottles of stuff.
And I believe you
dangling
reflected
down.
that in your mechanics. You chose spiritual as your highest
He's
stat.
a spiritual man, and so you're just hearing a lot of ting, ling, 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 ling. He's stirring the pot. He's sipping it. Important. No facial hair right here.
Yes.
This is the action.
Rest of it's
No
in a
drips.
hairnet.
Gotta
No
keep it
drips.
clean.
No drips, no dribble.
No drips, no dribble. And he basically cooks with his eyes closed.
I love that for you.
He's just in it. He's humming
He's in.
loudly.
He's in the gravy.
He's lost in the sauce.
He is lost in
Every
the sauce.
possible
I can't believe
medium
that's the first time we have made that pun all evening. We didn't even make that in Chatwater. I love that. Amazing. Okay, thank you so much, Gravy Dave. Is there anything that Flan or Bread would like to do?
Yeah, I got something.
Yeah, I do too.
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I'd like to do something first before I go out. I would like to go, as my intention is to go foraging.
Okay.
Whoa.
I'm going to grab some ingredients.
Okay,
Okay.
amazing.
But before I do that, I'm going to bring my assistant with me, and I'm going to use one of my abilities, Raise the Bread.
Oh.
With
Okay.
yeast or sourdough starter in hand. This is a bread's ability, specific ability. Starter in hand, you can create a small bread dough creature.
Oh.
The creature can look like anything, but must be less than 1 feet tall. The creature exists for up to 10 minutes before it deflates. During that time, the creature can retrieve small objects, no more than 10 pounds, distract enemies, give you a +1 forward on attacks, and you can project your own senses through them, seeing and hearing as if in their place.
That's insane.
They can it's the best ability. They can only take 1 damage before they return to just dough. The creature can be created a number of times, which I will be, equal to your spiritual before you must rest. And I have, okay, well, I may have to rest before I can make it again. But, so this time I'm going to create my son, Benjamin Butter.
Yes.
I thought you were gonna call him Pillsbury.
Oh, I've got a list. Benjamin Butter looks like just a small bread pit,
Oh, that's really cute.
but older.
Yeah, I was gonna say what age.
Yeah, yeah.
A smaller, older version of yourself. Okay.
Yeah. And it's my son. So Benjamin Butter and I are gonna go foraging
Yeah.
and gather some ingredients. That's gonna
Amazing.
be our downtime activity.
Okay.
And I think I want to find the things I'm looking for are like maybe some rosemary,
Okay.
some mushrooms, and maybe some like pine sap
Okay. So amazing. That sounds great. So
for this guy. Pines.
you will have 3 inventory slots. So those are 3 things that you're looking for. And once you claim one for a specific item, it's checked off. It will be checked off for the day. So this will be considered your inventory for ingredients for the rest of this adventure.
Shit.
So you're
That's
going to
fine.
want to find things out in the forest. So yeah, I'm going to have you roll for that, and I will say you can
Doesn't have to be those things. But.
Well, I would say what ingredients are you looking for? Because you're going to need to go start to find them specifically because we are in the middle of winter. So if you're looking for pine sap, this is probably the right kind of forest to do that.
That's not bad.
Rosemary might be a bit of a find, might be a difficult find because we are in the winter time. But mushrooms might be hidden in places that you and Benjamin Butter might know well. If Benjamin Butter, I was trying to make a truffle joke and I didn't have it. So
He's a little truffle pig.
he's a little truffle pig, a little truffle butter. Yeah, so I would probably have you.
To be clear, he does run around like a truffle pig.
I love.
Is he also
this.
all 4 legs?
No, he's got
Like a
hands and
house.
legs, but he runs like a little pig.
I'm gonna ask you here
Is that
for
something you chose, or is he just like that?
I think he's just like that.
I'm gonna have you roll an ingredients check
Ooh,
here.
okay.
So sometimes, like if you don't have the right ingredients, of course we have to roll an ingredients check for that. So you roll the 2d6, and you're not gonna actually add anything here. On a 10 plus, you're gonna find and I'm gonna do this 3 times for each ingredient.
Okay.
On a 10 plus, you're gonna find the exact thing that you want in the exact condition that you want. On a 7 to 9, you have the object, but it's not in great condition. You might only have one use of it, or it may not be able to perform the task it's needed. And on 6 and below, you don't have the object at all.
Okay. All right.
So this one, what would you like to roll for first?
This one's for me. I'm gonna be looking for the rosemary.
Okay, sounds good.
Big roll on this one.
8.
Okay, so you are able to find like one tiny little bit of rosemary. It actually looks like someone was traveling through here recently, and rather than a rosemary plant itself, it looks like somebody was traveling with rosemary, and it was fresh at some point, but it's a little bit frostbitten at this point. So
seconds.
yeah, so I'm sorry about that, but you do have it. It's just not in the condition that you want it. So
This one will be for the mushrooms.
Yeah.
Benjamin Butter.
Benjamin Butter, and I will say because you did define that he's a little truffle pig, I'll let you add a +1 to this.
Ooh! Well, he rolled a 3.
Okay, Benjamin is really having a hard time with the snow. It really does kind of impede his movement. So unfortunately, he's not able to get down deep enough into the snow because of how thick it is up here to the base of the trees where those mushrooms and morels are supposed to be. So unfortunately, you have no mushrooms.
It's his first day.
Yeah.
He's been here for 4 minutes.
And the final one is for pine sap.
This
you
is
said?
for pine sap.
Okay.
We'll come back together and look together.
Okay,
Got
sounds
him up
good.
on my shoulder. Oh, that's a 12.
That's a baker's dozen. Well done. So
Covered in sap.
when you roll 2 6s, that is called a baker's dozen, and it's a critical success, and you do get to add 1 extra kind of little boon to yourself. So I would say you find as much pine sap as you want, And it is, and like you are able to collect it perfectly. And so it's clear sap. It hasn't been, it's not rotten or tainted in any way. Yeah, you've got probably, I would say you probably got, you're finally easily able to tap a tree and it comes out just fine. And so you can choose what you would like to do with this bonus from the Baker's Dozen. You can give another baker a +1 to the next roll. You could give that to yourself. You can gain an experience, which will help you towards upgrades or leveling up. You can heal a damage or remove a condition, neither of which you have at this point. So I would say one of those first 3 things is what you could do.
I think I'm gonna give it to Flan. It feels like I think
you come back so
he's my cousin.
lightened and leavened that you, as Flan prepares to go out on whatever he sets to do, you give a +1. So whatever your next roll is, you have a +1. Flan.
I thought you might like this.
Thank you. Take it. And he starts to taste it and then sort of smell it, get a feel for it, gets his hand in it, and does a lot of this.
I'm like,
licks it.
Of course.
Not what I wanted.
Smells it. So he takes the pine sap and he puts it in a little pot. He reduces it. I'm going to make a treat.
Okay, absolutely.
So, what he's going to do is he's going to go down to the hands. He's going to go to one of the big golden rings on one of the fingers. And the top screws off.
Okay.
And it's actually a pot
Yeah.
where he's fermenting soy into miso.
Oh, amazing.
So he's going to scoop some...
There's kimchi in another one.
There's
for
a
sure.
kimchi one. He's going to scoop some miso.
Okay.
It's originally going to be between the fingers, but
Nope.
I was like, that's a little too weird. So he scoops the miso.
That's a little too weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Takes it back up top, gets a little pot out. He's going to do like some miso. There's going to be some peanut butter in there. He tastes the sap. It's nice and sweet. Add some sap to it. He makes like a miso peanut butter. And then he pulls a little jar and he's going to add some like curry, like a red curry into there. Whips it all up, and then he puts it through, aerates it, turns it into a beautiful custard, puts it through a drum sieve to get it nice and smooth, sets it with some agar-agar, nice and smooth, sets these beautiful little squares of brown-red custard.
Yeah.
Listening to you talk about cooking stuff is how I feel my friends and family hear me when I talk about fantasy stuff. Because you used a lot of nouns and verbs that I'm just not familiar with.
And then he's going to put it down. All right.
All right, amazing. So you're going to roll 2d6.
I get a
You're
plus
not
one?
going to add you.
He gave
Got
me
a plus one?
That's
Yeah,
right. You got
+1.
the +1 there. You otherwise don't
yeah.
normally get a +1 when you attempt
But
to
I
bake.
did it. I gave.
Yes, but you did, because you used the ingredient, and we're
So what is it again? 10 plus?
10 plus,
success.
you add the treat or you have the treat and you can choose to add an effect to it. 7 to 9, you make the treat with a random effect. I'm adapting the rules a little bit here for what we're doing. And 6 and below, you make the treat, but it has no effect in it.
All right.
And I don't have the pine sap anymore, right? Is that
I would say you had enough that you could share.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, on 12?
On a Baker's Dozen, absolutely.
Pine sap.
All right.
Okay.
That's a 6. Plus 1 is 7. And I do have, as one of my abilities, treat yourself, which when I make a treat, a 7 or more is a full success.
Oh,
okay.
amazing!
Yes.
So it is like everything in the background fades. The movement through the snow becomes a symphony behind you as Flan truly is here doing art in the kitchen. I think there's a couple moments where the two of you look over and watch Flan just absolutely creating a masterpiece in front of you.
When you look over, he's got little tweezers and he's putting individual pine needles like on top of each square.
Absolutely. You are not a gastro chef unless you have little tweezers.
I would say to Gravy Dave, I'd be like, Grandpa would be proud.
He would let it. Yeah, Gravy Dave's been Scottish this whole time. Keep up.
Keep up. Incredible. So I will say that you can choose to have these treats imbued with a flavor of your choice, which are on page 11 for you, and you can tell me which one these treats have. And it's a choice. You can, depending on which flavor you choose to add in.
Yeah, I'm going to do berry.
Berry. Okay, so would you prefer them to become rotted or dusted?
I think it's... did you pick now or do you pick when
I
you
would
use
say
them?
you pick now.
Okay.
So rotted, basically the target
Makes them
succumb.
sick.
Pardon? It's like failing a con save. It's like the poison condition.
Yeah, I'm gonna do rotted.
You're gonna do rotted. Okay, so
'Cause it's
people are
delicious,
You're gonna be confused.
but
you're gonna be sad.
it's not gonna sit in your tummy nicely.
It's not going to sit in your
And we're
tummy
gonna get the-
nicely. Okay. Rather than dusted, which is the target becomes covered in a layer of protection. So we know what the goal is here for
Listen, miso's fermented. It's great for the gut.
Pay for the guy.
that. It really has to clean
But
you
you're not
out.
ready
It'll
for
clean
it.
you out.
It'll clean you out. And this is going to be a really big new kind of experience for the folks in Coilsbury. As well, they are kind of just rebuilding the town. You actually have no idea what the population of Coilsbury is. You do know that primarily Shinkick was gnomish before. So, as you kind of move through, this takes probably about 2 or 3 hours, especially with the stopping to kind of grab some ingredients. So you get to Coilsbury about an hour later than you intend. Totally fine. It's like probably mid-afternoon at this point, probably like 2 or 3 o'clock. And something strikes you as strange. For, I think, Bread, you would probably notice this first. As you're moving through this very cold environment, you'd been staying near your bread oven to keep warm. And you notice it like the temperature had been perfect. The oven was keeping you just warm enough. You actually notice now that you're starting to get very hot, but the temperature of your oven has not changed. And I think, when Flan has looked up from this gastronomic art masterpiece in front of him, Flan, you would notice out of some of the windows that there is no longer any condensation on any of the windows. And Gravy Dave, I think that a lot of times pie is very impacted by humidity. And you would notice that your pie crust is not reacting the way it should in the winter.
Something is not right. The ingredients rage. We must see to it.
Whoa, what are you talking about?
Notice the windows, they do not condense.
Oh, yeah.
There's no condensation.
And you see a small bit of sweat on Bread's brow.
You heat from within, like the oven which you bake your bread upon. Cousins, we must get to the bottom of this heat.
You're right. Let's take a look around.
So what would
Flan
you like?
reaches over and flips the thing, and he's got an air conditioner that starts up in his. So it says the first.
Just in your section. So if any of you, so you would kind of, do you stop, or do you keep walking? Immediately, like no. Does the hand walking stop?
No, but I would like to get into the crow's nest.
Okay. It can be called a
It's
crow's
just
nest.
the top of the bunk bed.
No, it's the top of the thing where, as per tradition of our family, there are manual controls.
Yes.
Because it's a thatched roof.
Yes.
But
of
it
course.
needs two of us to do it.
Yes.
And I operate the one
that's
side
right.
of arms,
You
and
get
you
it.
operate the other side of arms.
Of course. So
And I'm the eyes.
so you.
Oh, a
kind-
three-way drift.
I'm looking out the door.
Crimson Typhoon.
Crimson Typhoon.
So, okay, you keep walking, but you climb up into the thatch roof. Jesus. You can't be stopped. I truly will not.
No IP is safe from Pacific Rim.
We can get it into anything.
You climb up and look out kind of the window where you
Guillermo,
would.
sponsor us.
Please.
Uncle Guillermo.
Uncle Guillermo. It is Uncle Guillermo. You look out the front, and I think, Gravy, you're quite concerned because it should be winter, and if you look out the back, it is winter behind you. It doesn't look like winter in front of you. You start to see signs of, like, there's very little snow on the trees. The snow has stopped falling. You see large patches of grass underneath. You see that there are like small buds of flowers and small spring plants that are starting to grow and come to the surface in front of you, and it seems to get more and more so the further you keep walking. So you are walking towards spring. Winter is in full effect behind you, and you are walking in the direction of Coilsbury. You are walking towards spring.
There is a foul sorcery on the air that makes it pungent with blossom and bloom. I like it not, brothers, cousins, my brother cousins, for we are close like brothers.
Brothers, but we're cousins.
Genetically, we are cousins.
But we've grown up together, so it's like we're brothers.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Our familial family.
Family.
Gravy. Family. The two most important things.
Family gravy.
Family. Gravy.
I think to you, when you look down and read left to right, it looks like gravy family, but
I'll be
when
honest.
we look at you.
When I'm told to make the little L to know which way's left, they both look the same. I go, we'll turn this way or that way. Left means not to me.
Right.
Left is as I feel as fondly about left and right as I feel about this sorcery. That is to say, not fondly. It does not inspire the jus.
That is, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
No jus.
It's not inspiring the jus. So what would you like
The
to
jus
do?
is a spiritual concept.
Yeah, of
It's
course.
not a purely physical jus. Though I do have a great deal of respect for jus. I know you know this as my brother cousins, but I feel it's important to state where you're at so we all can agree.
Of course. Of course.
Thank you,
brother.
Bread.
Flan,
Flan.
are you with us?
Yeah.
Good, because we need all three of us to pilot.
So
Savor the moment.
if you wish to quicken the pace of Savor the Moment in this
We
point,
slap him on his bicep.
I would say the three of you
Yeah.
are going to have to go up to the controls, and I am going to make you roll a check for it.
For
Absolutely.
just compatibility.
Yeah, to see how drift compatible you are. And I'm going to have you roll 2d6 here, and the goal is not necessarily to, I will say, the way I want to do this is that I want your numbers to be as close together as possible. So I want you to all roll as close to the same thing.
Bonus points if we get the same pips on the die.
Yes, I will say, what, if any of you have matching pips on the die, so like someone roll or whatever, it will widen the window. The window right now is a window of 3. So
They all have to be within 3.
they all have to be within 3. If there's, if the
When it-
3 of you have
when
matching
it's
pips on the
suspenseful.
die,
9, 6, and a 3.
9.
Oh, that's bad.
So bad.
2.
But matching
Snake.
pips.
Matching pips bonus.
you will have to have matching pips separately.
Oh,
What did you roll? Did you roll a baker's dozen?
2 1s.
2 1.
Okay.
Perfect match.
Amazing.
So drift
Really,
compatible.
in this moment, what I think is that the two of you, Flan and Bread, noticing that Gravy is really has been very much impacted by this incoming signs of spring. Gravy starts helming the controls, but you immediately get him to be the eyes, and the two of you start moving together. I will say for me, that is a full success, because the two of you got completely, no, Sean, oh no, that was...
metaphor.
Metaphor, yes. So Gravy is eyes out, and the two of you are helming the manual controls, and these terrifying. Savor the Moment begins to
Gallop.
fully. Yeah, there's galloping that is
Is
happening.
it this? Is it this?
I don't think it's a scurry.
I think it's his.
You think it's a scurry?
I don't
For
know.
me is way
If
more
the arms
terrifying.
if the arms are this way, it's a skirt.
It's correct.
It's a
Gotta be a
scurry.
scurry.
This is crap. It's made.
I
for
don't
crab
like a
meat.
scurry. I like a gallop. Maybe.
Wait, dog.
Wait, to go fast, it goes sideways, crab style?
Yeah,
Or does it
then
do
the legs
that-
face the right
Does
direction?
it do the dog where the back paws come between?
between.
Yes.
Ooh, that's the one.
That's the one. So you take off
the
a
worst
shot towards Coilsbury. And I think what's really fascinating for all of you as you go through, you start seeing ingredients that you would normally associate with spring and summer food that are growing in abundance here. And not the kind of it seems like they have, whatever's going on here, there's no crispness to the air. It's not cold. Nothing is buried beneath snow. It's not even raining. It's like you see the sun start to peek through the clouds. It's not overcast above you, and you very much see the sign of spring, and you kind of look out in the distance, and I would say you start seeing movement in what would be the kind of center of Coilsbury. It doesn't look like a very, pardon me, large town. There is kind of one main road that goes into it, and you see kind of a large town square, probably about like 200 feet away from you, and you see kind of garland and banners and bunting. You would hear the sound of music, and you hear merriment and laughter that is happening in front of you. Probably about 200 feet away. It's impossible to miss. And at the second that where the buildings start, where the kind of the roads start into the buildings, there is no snow. There is nothing inside the town limits. It fully looks like spring inside the town limits.
It's very strange.
I don't like all these sweet confections.
Aye, these people are under the foul taint of sucrose. They need to be introduced
I mean, to be fair, it's more of a fructose.
to the power.
Fructose is from fruits. I don't think they
What
grow.
did I say?
You said sucrose. That's sugarcane.
Yes,
They're not growing sugarcane. It's fruit.
that remains to be
Did you say
seen.
fructose or fructose?
Fructose.
Okay, we'll all place bets. I'll bet on sucrose. You'll bet on fructose, and you'll bet on fructose.
What's fructose?
That was what he said.
Yes, but what is that?
Or have you crossed town
I
lines?
could do
at this-
glucose.
Glucose, sucrose, fructose.
Okay. Have you crossed town lines at this point? And what would you like to do
Yes,
as
thank
Savour the Moment enters?
Should one of us go and investigate?
Do you want to park? Do you want to land? I don't know whatever deposit
Rest.
the building. Yeah.
Squat.
Ready to spring into action.
Yeah.
if
So
need be.
where would you like to do that?
Right in town square.
The center of town square.
Wait, but maybe before we go there, maybe I should disguise myself and go out and sort of scout ahead. I'm small.
Do you feel like they haven't seen?
Yeah,
Savour
you're
the
pretty
Moment.
impossible to miss.
I can
don't
make a
think-
disguise.
No, not you as people. The giant.
Yeah, but I'll jump up
Bakery.
the back
Oh.
and I'll run ahead.
Absolutely. I say, you scout it out. We open for business. And when they taste our dishes, their lips will become loose, and they will tell us of what foul magics is keeping this place out of the seasonal cycle as the jus intended.
Okay.
I like to think he's heard tale of the river,
Yes.
but it's the jus.
The Oju.
Yes.
The Oju. Yes.
When people talk about
No.
the so-called river,
Uncle Guillermo.
yes,
No, I am Uncle Guillermo.
Uncle Guillermo.
yes,
No.
Time to wake up, you old fuck.
So
okay.
Sean,
No, wait.
Sean, I am Uncle Guillermo.
Man the
I'm the
counter.
Guillermo now.
Man the counter, you
So
dumb fuck.
very, very clearly, though, Uncle Guillermo, he mostly stays in his residence, in the residence these days, because as the three of you know, he is completely inept in the kitchen and was entirely under the guidance of your other grandfather, your real grandfather.
This is our
Remington
friend
Toretto.
uncle.
Remington Toretto, yes. And without Remington, Guillermo is completely useless. But you see that he tries really hard and desperately wants to be invited in. So the second you call his name, you hear like a movement around upstairs. You hear a crashing and a banging, and you see him kind of like walk out to the main bakery door, and he's wearing his crisp whites. And he's like, yes. Yes, do you need assistance?
Put your hat on. You're manning the counter.
I get to man the counter today.
Not cook anything. Sell.
Right. Of course, yes. And you see that he takes out a small notebook. He would take note down of what the specials of the day are, the three, and so we know what what have you created? Like, what kind of bread did you create a treat, or you were just foraging?
I think I was
You're
just foraging.
Okay, so we have primarily the savory treats that are happening.
Meringue pie.
Gravy meringue pie and a peanut butter miso curry
Custard.
Maybe I'll
custard.
whip up a treat later.
Okay, so amazing. So he takes down notes of this. He takes down tasting notes, and you see he moves over to the counter, gets it all ready to go, so that the three of you can go adventure. Because this is what happens. Uncle Guillermo mans the shop while the three of you are out adventuring, which is often something that you have to do together.
Right. But we're not adventurers.
You're not adventurers. You are.
We are bakers.
You are bakers. Yes, correct. But sometimes bakers must go on adventures. But doesn't mean
of
you're
course.
adventurers.
Chef.
You are bakers.
I would like to make it a disguise.
Yeah, absolutely.
Using my ability, I took the well-rounded general ability, which allows me to take an ability from a different class.
Yes.
And I chose, under recommendation, was a great recommendation from Yanis, the ability, is it cake?
Okay.
But I've tweaked it a little bit to be, is it bread?
Is it bread? And tell us, what does is it bread do?
Your ability to carve and disguise cake or knead and work dough has allowed you to do the same to yourself with frosting and food coloring, in this case, flour and bits of bread.
Maybe, yeah, flour, water,
You
yeast.
can attempt to disguise yourself as another person or as an attempt to camouflage yourself to your
Okay.
surroundings.
Okay.
Okay, I gotta roll a social, which I have a -1 in.
And I will say, you haven't actually looked at the people that are
Yeah.
outside. Are you going strictly on the assumption that these people are
How do you have
gnomish?
-1 in social?
That's the spread I chose.
Which spread did you choose?
All of your spreads are different.
I know, but which one did you choose?
The second one. Mental
That's-
+1, social -1, spiritual +1,
No.
physical +2.
His options are different.
Oh, his
My
options.
Everybody's options are different.
Every class is different, baby. Storybake. Check it out.
I didn't know that the classes pick selections were different.
Yes.
It's a pretty fucking fresh
I
choice.
know that.
if you
Dan
ask
has
me.
thought of everything. Okay, so are you going based on the assumption of what kind of people are in this town, or would you actually
Absolutely,
like to?
I'm making
Okay,
assumptions.
you are making assumptions. I love that.
It's gnomes, right?
You would have known that Shinkik was primarily gnomish, but you have not heard anything about the inhabitants of Coilsbury.
They gotta be gnomes, right?
Sure.
No, I'm gonna know.
You're kind of short.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, so I will allow you to make your is it bread?
Bread ears.
Yeah, you can make a check with that.
Yeah, so I got to roll a social, and I got a 10+. You disguise yourself flawlessly. 7 and 9, you can disguise yourself, but it does not hold up under scrutiny. Can't wait. Maybe we shouldn't do the double ones, but you know it's fine.
We've
It'll be
committed
better.
this far.
Okay. 8. Double 4s.
Okay,
-1 is 7.
is 7.
good.
Okay, so that's within a mixed success. So what does a mixed success look like to you? You think?
I did the ears well.
Yours are great.
And then I got a little overconfident and made glasses.
All right.
With no lenses. And they are quite puffy. And a little bread soul patch.
Just a pretzel.
I think you nailed the silhouette
Yeah.
of a gnome. If anyone saw you from a distance,
100%.
It's a
That's a gnome,
Monet.
right.
It's beautiful from far away and a
Yeah,
mess up
those are
close. Yeah,
Those glasses is bread.
fantastic.
pretzel on your face.
So, Bread Pit, are you jumping out of Savour the Moment or before town
Yeah,
and walking in? So
I-
not coming in with the two of them.
Yeah,
at
I take
the
my
shop
apron
itself.
off, I hang it up by the door as we do, and I leap out the back. Gonna give one of these. Sort of
And do you bring
run around.
your
Banana.
starter child with you, or
I think he's deflated.
he's
dead.
deflated?
Would
as a
you
reg-
allow me? It's a once a day thing, but would you allow me to make another?
it was a different day where we got the thing.
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
say no. It's the same day.
It's different
I would have
season
rested.
altogether.
You know, it was a
Different part of
different
the year.
season, a totally
I
different
got a
part.
whole list of names.
What? Roll me a d6 right now.
As you're
5.
Yeah, I will say you can use it a grand total of 5 times.
Oh my
and
god! that's
you will
I
have
can get
already
through
used
most of
one.
these names.
as you're leaving the bakery and you're heading out the back door, you just see
Like
Flan is sitting on a milk crate with a portion cup full of water, having a sip there.
having a dart.
So would that one that I did earlier count?
That would
or is
count.
Okay, so I
Yes.
have 4 left.
Yeah, 4.
All right, I'm gonna make my daughter Jessie Jams.
Yeah.
And we're gonna hop out together. She looks like a gnomish child.
Okay, she looks like a gnomish child, but is she made entirely of sourdough starter?
Yes.
It's
Okay.
a foot tall.
Yeah, she's a foot tall.
She's a foot
Which
tall.
all know whose children are.
That tracks, actually.
That's tracks
yeah.
based on the assumptions you made.
She sort of
Okay,
runs like
so I will say we're going to start with bread because the two of you are going to have to find a place to set Savour the Moment
Square.
down.
Square.
Town Square looks very busy at this
Well, they can
point.
make
They'll
room.
move.
They can make room. Okay, so bread, you start your way into the city, and you would kind of see that we're walking past kind of that looks like just like domiciles. On the far right, you see a large building that looks kind of a bit more stately, would look to be well appointed. You assume maybe like a mayor's house or like a governor's house or something along those lines. You see two large buildings probably on the opposite side of town. One of them looks like it has been partially destroyed and then built next to it. It's almost like a carbon copy, but bigger and blander is the only way I can describe it. What would previously have been kind of like, looks like maybe a factory building, you assume from when Shinkick was quite prominent with their firearms making. Part of it does look to be burned from what you and Jesse can see from here. And then the building next to it looks completely bland. But importantly, you hear no sound coming from inside those factory buildings. The only sounds you can hear are coming from inside the town square. Which is probably about 50 feet ahead of you at this point, kind of a straight shot, unless you wanted to weave through some of the back alleys and
I
stuff.
would weave a little bit, and I'd like to use the following breadcrumbs.
Yeah,
To sort of
Okay.
investigate my surroundings.
absolutely.
What I'm seeing, what kind of information am I getting?
Absolutely. So you can roll me following the breadcrumbs check there. So it's rolling mental on a 10 plus. I will tell you the most pertinent information. 7 to 9, you'll get some. On a 6 and below, you will get incorrect information. It's not even none. You will get the wrong information about this.
Can I eat something to help this roll?
So I have given the wonderful gentleman treats. Sean has a pecan butter tart. Yanis has a mango white chocolate mousse, and Tim's got bread.
With ranch for dipping.
Show them the rest of the bread.
There is so much more bread. You have so much bread in your dice tray. There is fresh bread
There's so
from
many
our
crumbs.
local bakery.
It's so crummy over
It's
here.
so crummy over there. I will say, as a special rule I am instituting for this, if you would like to fully succeed, basically get like a baker's dozen plus more on any roll of your choosing once throughout the session. You can consume the consumable. You can snack
All
on-
that bread.
You gotta eat all the
You
bread
gotta
all at
eat- You gotta
once.
eat the whole consumable. I
but
don't
you-
know. We didn't make the rules.
So if you choose to succeed now, that will not be available to you later in the game.
I want a little bit of ranch and bread, but
no, I kind of just want to eat mine.
eh,
If I turn it, then I won't be able to
yeah,
see
you
the
can eat
part
from the
I
back.
ate.
Yes.
Okay, I won't use it yet.
Oh, cheating. Put it back.
Oh, that's not good. Okay, that's a 2 and a 1 on the die, so 3 plus 1 is 4.
Okay, only 4. So I think you have the sense that something, it's very clear that something is awry with the fact that the surrounding,
Pun intended.
Hey.
thank you so much, with,
Oh yeah, get that ranch.
are you dipping ranch
No,
right now?
no. No.
You see that something is wrong with this town and the season that it's in based on where you are on the continent. However, you don't get any, there's nothing feels nefarious about it. It seems like there has been a working of great magic here. There has been something that the town has done. Maybe they've received a blessing from a god or a spirit. You don't know. But nothing feels at ease. Of course, nothing could feel at ease or at dis-ease because of the songs and the singing. You see people dancing around a maypole. You see everyone wearing beautiful flower crowns in the center of the city. And I'm going to actually have you roll. I'm going to have you roll a physical check here as you try to stealth. I know you're trying to follow the breadcrumbs, but I'm going to actually call you a stealth check, essentially.
I love this. Okay, 6 plus 2 is 8.
Okay, a mixed success.
good.
So,
That fucks so hard.
I know.
So good.
It's just like a spin dip.
it's college food, baby. So, as you, I think you kind of dart one way and Jesse Jams darts another way. And I think you just hear kind of a skittering sound. Does Jesse Jams speak?
To
you, like, is it like a telepathy thing? I'll let you.
I can see through her head.
I will let you have telepathy
Okay.
if you want it.
Yeah.
But I don't think she can speak out loud.
Mm-mm.
And you hear kind of just like a, and then you just hear a, "What are you? Hey, what are you?" Coming in the direction from where Jesse Jams was.
I run over. Oh, that's my daughter!
And you look over and you see what I can only describe as kind of like a bipedal raccoon person.
Nice.
And so you just see them just kind of like wringing their hands. They have a snout. They have, this one seems to be kind of more of a tawny brown rather than the traditional black and white and gray. More of a puffy tail rather than a longer one. And its ears are turned and it is looking, and you see it has a little, it is wearing a flower crown and a little kind of gingham dress. But you see there is a small little tool belt attached to the dress. It looks like probably, I mean, actually, you have no idea how old this small and you've never seen this species before, but it is talking and it is like looking expectantly at Jesse Jams as being asked a question.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. My daughter is quite shy.
That's your daughter?
This is my daughter, Jessie, and my name is Jerry Plain.
Jerry Plain?
Jerry Plain.
Okay, my name's Giggle.
Oh.
What are you doing? Are you here for Bloom's Blossom?
You know, I had just heard about it. I had some family that used to live here, and I was coming to visit them, and it seems like I've stumbled into
Who's your family?
My family?
Yeah, who's your family in town? There's not a lot of Wait a sec.
I don't know. I think he already said it.
With 2 1s. There's not a lot of gnomes here in town.
I'm so surprised. I mean, it has been a while since I've heard from my
Yes.
family.
Well, that's when we moved back.
Oh, you moved back?
Yes. Well, for a really long time, we just lived out in the woods, and that's where we learned most of our skills, kind of scavenging. But now we're in the town, and we work here now. We're
yes.
Tanuki.
Oh, that's fascinating.
And you would kind of putting. Has Bread Pit ever seen a bugbear before?
I think so.
Yeah,
we're worldly. We
You're
travel.
looking at essentially like a small raccoon-like version of like a different subspecies of bugbear.
Ah. Well, that's and remind me the name of the festival again?
Bloom's Blossom.
Bloom's Blossom.
And my name is Giggle, just in case you were wondering.
Yes.
And I said before, but I'm going to say it again. Yes, everybody gets today off from the factory, and then we're back to work tomorrow for the rest of the season.
Oh, and of course my name, Jerry Plain.
Jerry Plain.
Is it and he sort of adjusts his glasses. Is it always so warm here?
Do you know it happened pretty quickly? But Mayor Bonnetbet says that that we have been blessed with a brand new spring. So when the spring opens, the factories can open and we can get back to work.
Oh, new spring. Has this never happened before?
No, but I'm not gonna. Like he says, it was a gift. So we've just been so gracious, and we're so happy to live here in Coilsbury. To be able to move back into the city, and so myself and all of the other Tanuki that are here, we're just great. We're just happy to be here, and we get to celebrate Bloom's Blossom, and then it's back to work for the rest of the season.
Oh, well, that's terribly exciting, and thank you so much for telling me about it. Maybe I'll stick around and I'll join the
Does your
festivities.
daughter want to come dance the maypole with me? And you see that is the question that she has been waiting to ask this whole time. And she, by this time, you look to see that she looks probably about like 15 or 6, like what would be the equivalent, about 15 or 16.
You know, Jessie would love to, but it is getting close to her nap time.
Oh, she still naps? Okay.
Yes, she's a growing girl.
Well, I'm gonna go try and get in line for the maypole before it gets really long. But here, and she takes off her flower crown, and she passes it to you.
Take that. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you.
Well, everyone needs a flower crown for Bloom's Blossom.
Absolutely. I'll hang on to this.
Well, it was a gift, sir.
Okay.
Just like spring. It's a gift.
Okay. Puts it on. I'm just gonna go back to my carriage, and so Jessie can have her nap. But I'll come and join at the Maypole shortly. I saw on my travels in, I saw a very wonderful bakery is coming to town as well. I feel I count myself so
bakery?
lucky. Oh yes.
What kind of treats do they have?
Oh, all kinds.
Chocolate, I hope.
Well, you'll just have to try it. I'm sure that you will be opened up to new experiences.
Oh, I hope there's pavlova and fruit and custard and treacle and tiramisu and all of those kind of things. Those are my favorites.
Oh.
Do you have that at this bakery?
I don't know. I've never been, but I've heard all about it, and I'm looking forward to trying it myself.
Amazing. For all of the lies that you have told in this, I'm going to need you to roll me a mental check, please. Unless there's a skill that comes with lying that you have there.
This bread and ranch is my favorite. I feel like I'm high. That's how much I'm enjoying.
Okay. That's a 5 and a 1 on the dice, so 6 plus 1 in my mental stat is 7.
Okay, so you see that she's not sure whether you're actually being truthful about the fact that there may be sweets at this bakery, but everything else seems to go okay. She does look quite sad that Jessie Jams can't join her, but she does kind of go, well, bye-bye, and then she toodles off and runs back toward, very like Disney princess wave goodbye, and runs back to her, and you see her kind of go get in line with a bunch, and you see, now that you kind of take a look over at the square, it is primarily, I would say it is like 90% Tanuki, and then you see kind of a small smattering of gnomes who look to be in very official positions, wearing kind of sashes and banners and very nice looking hats.
Okay, well, I would scoop up Jessie Jams as she begins to deflate.
She absolutely does. She's like pouring off of your arm at this
And
point.
I would hustle back to savor the moment.
Okay, so you run back, and I will let you kind of get back in, no problem. Before, so while this is happening, this probably takes about 20 minutes or so. Where are you parking this thing?
Move! Move out! You can have a picnic anywhere!
You see that there's probably like one space. Yeah, it would be kind of like if you're entering the town's, which is like a kind of a large circle at kind of 6 o'clock. A little bit over to the right, you see that there is a space like where construction.
What's in the middle?
People, a maypole looks like a stage. It looks
If we
like
could go next to the stage.
there is no next to the stage that isn't surrounded. You are looking at the middle of like a very crowded spring fair.
People move.
Yeah.
We would like to be right beside the stage.
Okay, I'm gonna
Come back up and go, oh, okay, hey, guys.
Yeah.
You're gonna, like, with how big the hands are, you could squish, and you see the Tanuki, as I would describe, you see kind of everyone dancing, having a lovely time. As Savour the Moment approaches at the edge of the town square circle situation, I will say that's at the moment when Bread arrives. If you step wrong, you will kill people.
They're not moving?
They're having a festival in front of you.
Like your attention, please. If we step wrong, people will die. Please move out of the way before we enter the square.
Roll me a
I will
social
not
check
repeat myself again.
Please roll me a social check here.
We can't murder these people.
7.
Oh, no, that's a...
It's a mixed success. So you see...
No, we just won't
That's
get
just
our
for
I might
them.
hurt their feelings.
You see that there's like a group of what look to be kind of adults and children that are like kind of convening in some like a picnic table situation right where you are proposing to park the Savour the Moment, and they start crying, and the children, like the parents, just like see Savour the Moment as you're walking over. They know. I'm gonna roll for them to see if they get out of the way, and you're gonna roll for the bakery. Turn it over, whoever has it. And what are the stats that are on the back?
Quality 9, service 2, efficiency 3, innovation 10.
No,
baby.
you start at 0 on all of
Oh.
them.
That's what I told you. You just started putting numbers in there. I
That
was
felt
like,
right.
You start at 0 on all of
I
them.
was like, that's not how it works.
Gravy, Dave, please.
Red,
Please.
what did you discover?
A lot of them are children.
Let's just put it down here.
We'll just put it
down
down
to
here.
the edge.
Yeah, just on the edge.
Okay, so you revise your decision. You put it down, kind of blocking them, I guess, into the town square.
That can only come now through the bakery.
Right.
Underneath.
Okay.
It's fucking brilliant.
Okay.
They have to
So
come through the
you
bakery to leave.
you plunk the
Genius.
Savour the Moment down, and you kind of see there's a crowd that forms up in front, and you just hear kind of like a and as like kind of like the Tanuki stand taller than the gnomes do, and so you kind of see this parting. The crowd of Tanuki look like they're all clothed. Everyone seems to have kind of like. Everyone looks to have kind of their own little specialty of some kind. You see people with smaller tools. You see some folks with like little hammers. You see some that have gloves attached to their belts. Everyone is wearing like a little tool belt of a kind. And then you see kind of the crowd begin to part kind of from the back. And you just hear this kind of like bumbling come through, and a kind of white-haired older male gnome who looks kind of just have kind of like a puff of white hair on his head. He's wearing very large glasses. He's
eating my glasses.
You're eating your glasses.
And my
He's wearing kind of like this light teal colored suit that looks very, very pointed. You see like kind of like little epaulets on his shoulders, lots of buttons on all different metals, and a sash that is like pink and blue on it that has a couple flowers on it. He goes, "What's the meaning of this?" And he kind of bumbles his way to the front and kind of starts to bang on the door.
Come in.
give him a treat.
As he opens the door inside.
Welcome.
What is the meaning of this? You've disrupted Bloom's Blossom. You've come to Coilsbury. We didn't invite you. Who are you? I don't remember inviting a bakery.
The question you ask is, what is the meaning of this? And I ask you, what is this? Because you're asking about life. What is the meaning of life? I say it's good food and good people here in this bakery.
And we have good.
I am not finished. We have good people, a tight family unit of cousin brothers. That's the first thing. The second thing we have is good food. And I propose as our first customer, you enjoy a treat on the house.
Okay. So I am gonna have you roll a social check here. If you have any social skills to add on it,
I have no social skills.
Clearly. So
And yet
you're gonna-
I have a
and you
-1.
see that this gnome just
Do you have any?
No, I have no social skills either.
Do none of you have any social
That's
skills?
Guillermo's job. He's
Right.
the front guy.
I hope you picked a good stat block for Guillermo.
I don't have a stat block.
Oh,
for you.
we're
He's
fucked.
NPC. And you see that you have blown right past
We need a
Guillermo,
shug.
who was supposed to be manning the till. And you see that the second you started interacting with the customer, he looks dejected.
Shug.
And so sad as he just kind of takes his place in the back.
Question, does anyone feel like I've engaged in this social interaction in a conventional way?
No.
Yes,
Not at all.
I will not let you use that skill. This is a social-
When you try to accomplish something in an unconventional way.
What are you attempting to accomplish?
Friendship through yelling? I guess that is an unconventional way to do it.
Dominance.
Yeah.
No, because
Actually, that's pretty
not,
conventional.
I was going to say a lot of people do that, and that's their primary method of communication, so no, I'm not going to let you do that.
That's so fair.
That is fair.
I respect it.
Does have an accent.
6.
So that is a
Couple
failure.
3s.
That
is-
means nothing.
That is a failure.
Oh, I should have eaten the tart.
The gnome looks up and goes, "Sir, I
You
will,
really should have eaten the dark.
I will not
we-
eat
No,
it."
it's once played, once laid.
Played, babies. Once.
If you didn't eat it, you have to eat it.
Yeah. So you. I will not eat this. You are not welcome here, you with your savory treats. This is Bloom's Blossom, a festival about fruit and sweet and
Well, I have
abundance.
I have a custard. Would you like a custard?
What type of custard? It comes in a square.
All custards come in a square.
No, they do not. They come in a bowl.
He's got you there.
This is a set custard.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You're right. They do come in bowls. I'm sorry.
No.
He hasn't set it in a bread.
No.
Normally we serve it in a bread bowl.
No.
He's just showing you, but we
Custard
serve it in a bread bowl.
Only custard
Here.
will come in a tart.
Try this.
Yeah,
Try
have
it.
you-
Try it.
Who are you? Before
Try
I eat
it.
any of this.
No, try it. You'll love it.
Social check, please, to get. And I will say, like, there's no advantage disadvantage mechanic, but if there was, I would make you roll a disadvantage.
Consume your treat.
What did you roll? 2 1s?
Can I consume my treat?
No, if you eat it, unless you eat it, you have to eat it.
You have to consume the treat before the roll.
It's really good.
Is it 2 ones?
No.
Is it a 1 and a 2?
Yeah.
Yeah. So with a 3,
Oh boy.
you see that this
You know,
small
We're gonna have to
gnome-
unsquat and leave again.
and
you know what,
try
let's try
again.
different towns.
I did not anticipate it going this badly.
Let's try different
Oh.
towns.
Town.
Oh, we can fuck it up.
So you see that this gnomish gentleman
This isn't even our final form.
turns on his heel, walks, and he slams the door and he goes, "People of Coilsbury, we will not be invaded by people proclaiming that they're going to come in here and upend our festival. No, I proclaim as mayor of Coilsbury that we return to the festival of blooms blossom and enjoy our day before the long summer and the long spring follows after this. Rejoice, my wonderful people."
Can I open the door?
You can, yes.
I would come out and go, hey, hi, Brad Pitt here. I just want to say I'm really sorry, Mayor. I'm sorry I didn't catch your name.
I am Jeremiah Bonnetbet.
Of course, Mayor Bonnetbet. I really feel like we got off to the wrong foot with the wrong paw.
And you just hear people whisper,
Hands.
The wrong hand? You just hear them whisper that through the crowd as they see the hands kind of
hands.
get all...
In the wrong hands. I hold for applause.
There is none. I don't even need to roll a check for that.
Plan claps.
No.
Plan's always
No,
got your
keep
back.
going.
Savor the Moment rears up on its back hands. Slow claps.
Hey, double sixes!
Cousin!
Yes!
Okay, I will say I will allow you to
That's
carry...
bread, baby.
I will allow you to carry that social check throughout this... So you can finish your
monologue.
Yeah, your sermon
Not-
about Savor the Moment.
I really think that as a gesture of good faith, and a way to start again, I really would love to gift you a couple of treats here, and of course, for everyone here, all of you residents, of course, everything will be half price.
Could I ask a very important question?
We haven't put the sign out yet.
No, but did you take the flower crown off?
No, I still have the flower.
You
No, I took the disguise off. I mean,
No, the flower crown was a real thing. Everything else you took off. You
He
said
ate
you
his
ate your
glasses.
glasses.
But I'm
or
asking,
whatever.
did you take the
But you
flower?
have the flower crown. And I think that
yeah,
that's
that's
what
part of that 7.
I think that that's what carries you, right? Is because here we have Bread and Flan coming in with their savory treats, but you have obviously been gifted a flower crown from someone within the community. So you just be like, where's the flower crown? He's wearing a flower crown.
Great crowd
He
work.
must-" And so he's like, thank you so much. So like they start half price, and everyone gets really excited, and you see that the mayor starts to look nervous because a bunch of Tanuki begin to move toward you at the sound of like half price treats, and they start to barrel towards the door for you.
I held it back out to the mayor.
No, he does not eat it. He like jumps off the porch.
I don't have to make a check.
No, you got the. I will allow you to carry that all the way through.
I can't eat the bread again.
Wearing the flower crown.
I haven't done it yet. I've been nibbling.
And you see as
Before everybody gets in, I would scooch inside and I'd go, Guillermo, scratch that, double the price right now. Guillermo, double the price on the sign.
Do it!
Come on.
Fuck Guillermo!
all right.
Make it look like the regular price is half price.
So he goes to the price and then he writes double the price on it, and
It scratches that. Scratch it out.
he scratches it out. It's so far from the kitchen that he worked in and the dreams that he had as a young chef, but this is the
He
life.
had no dreams. He was a puppet.
After grandfather died, his prospects were nil. He is lucky we let him accompany us.
And he'll never forget it.
But he is funny.
And family.
And
Very funny.
Family. Gravy. Your gravy,
You're
mate.
part of the gravy, buddy.
Right. So Guillermo gets to work, and the line is out the door. And I am going to roll some checks here for some of the people who come in
And eat our
because
tarts?
and eat your treats.
I mean, I rolled very well. My treat's delicious.
It is sure delicious, but there is a condition attached
Does it?
to it.
It does make everyone shit
It is the
themselves.
rotted condition. So I am going to roll spiritual for these. You did choose the rotted condition.
Can I try to whip up a treat real quick?
Yeah, can I whip up a treat that's not gonna make people shit
I
themselves?
was gonna try to whip up a sweet
I
treat.
didn't know.
You were gonna try and whip up a sweet treat.
We do
I'm
have
gonna-
my
I'm gonna-
mystery treat.
I'm gonna try and whip up a sweet treat too.
But a sweet and savory treat.
I will say
Quick, I can be fast about it.
We have my mystery treat, which
I-
we don't think makes people shit themselves.
you don't actually
We don't
know
actually
what
know
it
what it
does.
does.
So it's a 1 in
perfect.
10 chance that it makes them shit
perfect.
themselves.
They say 1 in
Whereas
20.
we know this custard's gonna make people shit themselves.
You absolutely know that the
we don't have
custard-
anything else
Those are for the
prepared.
gnomes.
We have to roll the dice.
Okay. I am going to say I am going to roll a dice
Can I
here
click
to
another
see what this treat does because there are two things for it. Okay. So I am going to let you choose because I rolled a 6 on the dice. The flavor that you had imbued was vanilla but gravy, of course. But on the list here is either weakened or strengthened.
Strengthen.
Amazing. So at the but it was a random one.
Right.
because
Oh,
you
right.
didn't roll.
Right. Sorry, my bad.
So you strengthened. You realize at this point, and as you see the Tanuki kind of just like go in, and there's like full just mittfuls in pie, and it's just and like fingers licked clean. You see that the Tanuki kind of do everything very much. There's no utensils or anything. It's very much with their hands, but it's all like licked clean. And they just wow. And you see that the younger. Are you braiding my flower crown? Yes. The smaller Tanuki girl that came over to you, she kind of waves at you from behind the counter, and she goes, "I spoke to him before, I think."
Whoa, no. I'm Brad Pitt. I think you're thinking of Jerry Plain.
Your deception check wasn't very high.
It's a mixed success.
It was a mixed success. But she sees the flower crown that you're wearing that you gave her. You still
Oh,
have it.
I spoke to Jerry.
You spoke to
He
Jerry?
gave it to me. He's a good friend.
He's a good friend. Oh, is Jessie Jams there? Has she finished her nap yet?
No, she's still napping. She's a growing girl.
I'm gonna get more treats, and then maybe I can share one with Jessie when she wakes up. And then you just see she kind of goes back in line, and you see that they're like coming in. They are paying the price, but you see like after maybe like half of the crowd can't afford what your price charges is. You see they're borrowing money from each other, and they are like they seem to be sharing the smaller. If there was like two prices of a small one and a large one, most of them are buying smalls, and most of them, after buying the small one, don't seem like they can buy anything else.
You there, townsfolk in the jaunty hat.
I am the mayor, sir.
Nope.
Oh, a different one. Okay.
New character. Burned that bridge.
Burned that bridge. Okay. Everyone's wearing a jaunty hat. Yeah, you see a kind of like what looks like an probably what would be the equivalent of her 40s, like a middle-aged woman. She has kind of beautiful red hair that is swooped up in more of like a bouffant situation. She has a small fascinator that is attached that has giant like hibiscus flowers in it. She's wearing like a striking red suit jacket and pencil skirt situation with high heels, and she looks very official, and her sash is like blue and green. And she looks at you and she goes, "Oh, yes?"
I noticed that you were sharing wealth to purchase our one-of-a-kind
Are you speaking to the
experience.
Tanuki or are you speaking to the gnomes?
The townsfolk in the jaunty hat, so Tanuk.
You see only the gnomes are wearing hats.
There's no Tanuki, there's not one cool Tanuki in a jaunty wee hat.
No.
Fuck, well I committed. Alright, gnome.
Yes, sir. These treats are quite amazing. I've never tasted anything that is such an interesting blend of savory, but also in a pie format.
They are complex, I find complexity intriguing.
Do you?
Yes, which is why I find your town so intriguing. It was winter, not 4 leagues hence, and here the spring sun is shining, fruits grow on the trees, and suspicion with them.
we have been blessed by Tielia. I don't know what else to tell you.
Can you take me to this Tielia?
She is the goddess of nature. She doesn't live here.
Can you take me to this Tielia?
I would say probably the biggest temple is in Wolfreen, sir. I'm assuming you have the capacity to take yourself and your building there yourself, perhaps a pilgrimage.
How then did you come to bring Tielia here?
I didn't personally.
Who did?
Well, you know, the mayor has been talking about his prayer for a very long time, and we had been, you know, so excited to get the new factories up and running and really bring Coilsbury back alive. So when we started seeing the signs of spring, it was very clear that we were blessed. Sorry, that's me, not the character. And Bloom's Blossom seemed like such an appropriate festival for us to draw. What is your name, sir? What is this bakery?
This is Savour the Moment, which reminds me, in moments like this, to slow down and appreciate the gift that I've been given.
Ah. Well, it's very nice to be here at Savour the Moment. What is your name, sir?
My name is Gravy Dave.
Well,
And I would ask, what is made at these factories?
oh, well, obviously there was no use for the firearms facilities anymore, all with the new innovation that's been happening in Caradoc. So we've really pivoted here in Coilsbury, and I'm quite proud of that. We are primarily doing nuts and bolts and rivets. That's it. That's what we make here.
And where do the nuts, bolts, and rivets go?
Well, we are one of the major suppliers for most of the industry in Caradoc, and I believe there's also some shipping that happens overseas through a couple different major shipping companies.
And do you like it?
Oh, I don't work in the factory, sir.
What do you do?
Oh, I oversee town events like this one. I planned it.
You've done a wonderful job.
Thank you. My name is Lorelei. It's very nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
And she kind of just like,
He's gonna maintain eye contact for too long.
okay, well, I'm gonna go back to the event that I planned. This was a great opening. Will you be here for long?
That remains to be seen.
Right.
So
Well, Bloom's Blossom is only a one-day festival, and then most of the town is back to work tomorrow. So wonderful to see you. And she kind of just toodles out.
I'd like to do an ability.
Yeah.
I have one called Proof in the Pudding. Having worked meticulously on balancing custards and mousses, you've gained an incredible eye for detail. When investigating a scene, you can ask the head chef to tell you about one hidden detail, item, or person that would otherwise go unnoticed. The amount of detail and context is up to the head chef, and you may be asked for a roll to get further information.
Okay, so do you have to roll for this ability?
It says the amount of detail is up to you, and I may be asked to roll to get further information.
Okay, what specifically are you looking at as of right now? As the
I
two
wanna
keep
know-
kind of like stream in and out the door. You see a couple gnomes coming through. Lorelei. You don't see the gnomish gentleman with kind of the white wasp of hair. You see
Mayor Bonnebear?
Bonnet Bet.
Bonnebear.
Yes.
or that's what it said.
Jeremiah Bonnet Bet, and then the
Bonnet
woman
Bet?
introduced you only
Oh.
as Lorelei.
Boner bet.
Mayor Boner Butt?
From everything I've learned,
Yes.
it seems like they've made spring more like come sooner so they can force everyone to go back into the factories. So, I feel like the gnomes are bad,
Oh.
and they're also all wearing hats, which I find weird. I want to know what's underneath these hats. So that's what I want to know. What's underneath
Okay.
these hats?
You want to know what's underneath the mayor's hats?
Yeah.
Or like
is there a
gnomish
small like
gnome's hat.
I know that rats hide on people's heads.
That's true.
Yeah,
and
Grandpa Remington.
pilot people, and they're all wearing hats that are an awfully like the perfect jaunty size.
Sure.
I know Remy's collection, Grandpa
have it.
Remington's hat collection of that
Yes.
he used to hide underneath.
Yes.
On-
Okay.
So I
Guillermo.
elbow Uncle Guillermo. What did I say?
Yes. As you see, like he's like between packing orders. What?
They're all wearing hats.
And I will say, with asking that question, he scans the crowd and he goes, "They're not big enough." And you would know in that moment that there are no small creatures under those gnomish hats.
I still want to know what's underneath them. So I'm gonna walk by. I'm gonna knock
I would
one
say pretty
over.
confidently in this moment, hair.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk by and I'm gonna knock one off.
You're gonna not. Okay.
Accidentally.
You're gonna accidentally.
Why are they all wearing hats?
Okay.
Status?
No.
Of course
Fashion?
not.
Personal expression.
All of them?
That is true. It can be.
Okay.
It has
I'll
to be
have you
shriven.
roll. You tell me what skill you'd like to use
It's
here.
a wig attached to the hat.
Because
Where-
there are
where
animals
are the
that are
skills?
smaller
It
than
would be
rats.
either social, spiritual, mental,
be
or
shrimp.
physical.
Yeah, but I can use one of
Land
the...
shrimp.
You can use an ability if you like.
Some kind of land-based shrimp.
No, I want to use one of these recipe for a scene.
Oh yeah.
Some kind of hair bug.
There are hair bugs.
Yeah, there are.
I want to use take a whisk.
Okay, sounds good.
I will buy who take a whisk.
Okay, so you would like to take a whisk, and so by possibly
Why
putting
whiskey
yourself
baby?
at risk, you are going to take a whisk. And so anytime you want to do a risky action, you are going to roll physical. This could be, I will say that this means you're going to knock a hat off of someone's head accidentally.
Yeah. I'm going to
without-
come out with a tray of custards, and as I turn, I'm going to
Ha.
pretend I don't see someone. I'm going to knock their little jaunty hat. Because I'm
Okay.
tall.
You are.
They're perfectly at tray height.
Totally.
The hats are
So
all
on a
very
10
high.
plus, you do what you want with no consequences. On a 7 to 9, you do what you want, but there will be consequences. On a 6 and below, something very bad happens.
The
Okay,
Tanuki are
okay.
taller than them, so you have to dig down.
Yes. And there is the worry about fur in Agar situation, but
Rhaegar. That is a 9.
That's what we're looking
okay.
I have an ability called
Yeah.
Whipped into Shape. You spend so much time hand whipping eggs, cream, and who knows what else. Because of that, when you roll take a whisk, a result of 7 or more is considered a complete success. I took every ability. Everything is 7 or more basically for me. I'm like jack of all trades, fucking rogue over
Master
here.
of none. And so
Hey,
you go
that's not the
through.
whole thing.
You go through. That is the saying, Jack of all trades, master of none.
No, there's more to the saying that
Sure
makes
there
it
is.
mean the complete opposite.
And it
It's-
rhymes.
So you go through, and there is kind of like a dance that you're able to do it because you're so well managed at the art that you perform with the having to balance in the kitchen that is itself on a gyroscope so that your kitchen table always stays. You perfectly maneuver yourself through, and just as you're turning to slide a tray of the custards into kind of like a display case, your elbow, by accident, totally on accident, knocks off another woman's hair or hat. You see.
The hair comes with.
Not the hair, the hat. You see that she's dressed primarily in yellow. She's wearing kind of like a beautiful yellow sundress, and she has like a little cardigan over top, and she has like a more of kind of like a cloche bell-shaped hat with some feathers on the side. And you see that it knocks off. And you go, oh, my hat! And she reaches down to pick up her hat, and you see that it's just hair.
Just hair.
Could I whip up some small buns? Could seeing that they're like struggling to pay,
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to give them some small buns for free.
Okay, sounds good. I will let you whip up
Both
this.
looked at me like, you pathetic.
I'm gonna whip something up too.
I will say you've done kind of your thing before we move on from this scene, unless there's other investigating or stuff that you want to do. We are here in the bakery. Go ahead. What you were making kind of some buns situation. Do you want to add anything into it, like imbue it with anything, or do you just want to just try and make these?
Some of that, well, I got that rosemary. I could do little rosemary buns.
Yeah, and what
That
would
does
you
sound
like
nice.
to? On a 10 plus, you can flavor it
need,
with
like,
whatever you like.
Dried fruit in the...
That
Not?
would be an ingredients check to see if you have any. You
Okay.
haven't. I can say you can do one more ingredients check here. Yes.
We don't have any dried fruit.
You don't have any dried fruit.
We do have some fresh strawberries.
You don't have any dried fruit at this time.
You have fresh strawberries?
Mhm.
Since when?
I was gonna say you'd need to roll for that if you have fresh strawberries.
It's spring here.
They have fresh. We don't have
You
it.
don't.
If I run out, I
Yeah,
grab
I'll just
some
make
fresh
some little
strawberries.
rosemary buns.
Just rosemary buns. Okay,
I run
sounds
out
good.
and grab some fresh strawberries.
You're gonna roll for that, and if you'd like to imbue something in it, we can see what you roll and go from there.
Okay. 9.
Pretty good.
9. Okay.
Good.
So I will say you get a random effect. So you can roll a d6 for me, please.
Okay. Big boy. 4.
Okay, and I'm gonna roll to see which one it is.
Let's hope. Chocolate rosemary sounds
Okay.
nice.
So you make these tiny little rosemary kind of buns, and I'll say that you can make them into a sweet bun if you like. And so you see that at the fresh treats kind of being put up, you just like everyone just kind of like up and looks over, and you get like a large line in front of your bread counter, and people are able to buy your buns with the couple.
They're free.
They're free.
Buy them for free.
Free, and you just see
One each. One
and you
each.
see that everybody starts taking, and there's just like.
I'm gonna run
there's
and
just
grab some
tons.
strawberries. I'm gonna run back in. I'm gonna
Okay.
whip up.
Do they have?
quick?
What's the thing that happens? Do I know?
You see that. Let me just grab.
I want it to be the positive one.
Yes, I know, but you didn't get to choose, and I did roll for it. So
You rolled.
you see that the second that it's primarily the Tanuki that come over and eat these buns.
Yeah, I'm only giving them to Tanuki. I'm
That's-
actively not giving them to the gnomes.
No, the gnomes don't seem to go over to something that is free.
Good.
So you see that the Tanuki all just kind of like look like they have a little pep in their step. They look a little bit more confident in themselves. You see they straighten their dresses. They're like talking to people a bit more social. And you would recognize this as the condition of proofed, which is a target is more confident. They get +1 to social
A little
rolls. in
lemon
the next
flavor, so
scene.
it's a little lemon rosemary.
Okay, so is there anything else you'd like to do in here before you do anything else?
I get the strawberries.
You've got to roll an ingredient check for that.
I run outside. There's fruit everywhere.
You have to roll an ingredient
Okay.
check.
What do I gotta roll?
So when you roll an ingredient
success.
check,
Yeah. What is
that is
saw
going
it
to be
earlier.
a 10 plus.
Okay.
On a 10 plus, you have the exact object in the exact way that you want it. 7 to 9, you have the object, but it's not in great condition.
Okay.
6 and below, you don't have it at all.
Okay.
You just really want it. You can eat your treat to succeed here if strawberries are really what you want.
They're really what I want.
I think he just really wanted his custard.
So you have to eat it all right
No.
now.
You said when we sat down. You
No,
could do
my
this
God,
all in
Yanis.
one. I'm seeing at
hearkening-
least in 3.
Yeah.
I'm hearkening back to the days where Yanis used to race
Oh,
on announcements.
Yes.
Ah!
Yes.
No! Oh my
This next piece is
God.
the biggest one yet. Chew and swallow, but that one all in
Absolutely
one.
chew and swallow.
Please,
Don't laugh.
swallow.
Don't you laugh while you're doing this. You could die.
I can't watch.
Oh, God.
No,
Shake
Yanis.
thrust
It's
you
perfectly mouth
so
shaped.
hard.
I'm just gonna take
Smile
that big-
while you
yeah,
do
that's
it.
Sharp shard off.
Yeah.
That's allowed. That's allowed.
I feel like he's gonna
Legally-
choke.
He won't.
Oh, no.
Not this guy.
No, you
Not
should
this
have
guy.
gone
That's
in
too much.
sideways.
He's mallarding it, and that's great. Yes. Yes.
Massage
yes.
the throat. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I could have killed you.
Stop. Nobody laugh.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, you consumed.
Did I find the strawberries?
You find.
It was just an ingredients check.
You find like 2
Yeah, that's good.
bushels of
Yeah, look at that.
perfect
That's moose.
strawberries.
That's moose, baby.
Which is weird because strawberries are like a summer
Want
fruit.
this?
No, I'm good, bud.
You find 2 bushels of perfect strawberries.
6. Okay, so take the strawberries. Make
You
it
still have to bake the thing.
I make a delicious little strawberry mousse,
Okay?
and then on top of that, I make a nice little black pepper foam,
Yeah.
Whoa.
and then I cut them in little squares.
Okay. You're going to need to roll me a baking check, please.
That's a 7, and it succeeds automatically.
Yeah, amazing. They're perfect. They're exactly how you want it.
And I'm gonna pick the chocolate condition,
Okay, would you prefer them to become sweetened or stabilized?
sweetened,
Okay, sweetened.
and I'm gonna give that to. I'm gonna make it just expensive enough.
Sweetened is actually the negative condition. Stabilized is the positive condition.
Who's it for?
Um,
The Tanukis or for the gnomes?
Sweetened is the falls for the charms of the user. So if you're
Yeah.
giving these to the gnomes,
Yeah.
okay, perfect. So
I see
they
that
are
as a positive.
they are considered
Very
sweetened.
confusing. Yeah, so they'll do what I ask. I'm gonna say to
Cost
them.
prohibitive.
Yeah, I'd make it just cost prohibitive enough.
And are you speaking to the woman? Well, you've kind of moved away to make these treats, but who would you like to approach? Like you
I'll
see
approach Lorelai.
in red.
Mhm.
Okay, so you see that she's kind of milling about the bakery,
Oh,
and
red, like this strawberry mousse.
oh, is that for me?
Yes, try it.
Oh, and she takes one and she takes a bite of it. I am going to roll I believe I have to roll a check for that.
It's really fucked up for you
No.
to say, yes, try
Social
it, and
moves
then
against
charge
the
her.
target. Social moves against the target. Get
not
a
a
plus
free
1 to
sample.
avoid being sweetened. Roll social. So I'm going to roll her social to
Oh, she's very social. You can tell.
not with a 1 and a 3. So you see the second she kind of takes a bite, she just goes, oh, that is so good. What?
Black pepper.
That's what it is. What an amazing creation.
Thank you. Why is it spring here?
Well, as I was telling,
No, real reason. We're friends. You can tell me. Why is it really spring here?
I will say with her being under the sweetened condition, you notice that she is reaching for information that she may not have. Like something might be preventing her from getting that information.
I take the hat off.
It's not
Is it the hat?
Are you
sure?
I would say
double
at this
check.
point, you know that it's not the hat. They're just wearing hats.
Believe you.
They're fancy little
they wear
fuckers who wearing hats. Okay, so like you would see her just be like, well, Mayor Bonnetbet has been praying, and we were just
Points back.
blessed with spring.
Okay.
Brother.
We need a family gravy meeting.
Yes.
And
Maybe
so,
we call it a lunch break.
Everyone out.
so Guillermo, on the phrase "everyone's out," takes the cue and he rings the bell at the back and he goes, "Oh, we'll be back shortly with more treats." And he goes and he like ushers everyone out.
They're savory experiences.
And as the door closes behind, that's where we are going to take our break.
Oof.
Oh
You don't have
my
another one.
God.
They're quite good.
Yeah, they are quite good.
No, but I got
So
lots of bread,
It's
buddy.
no, it's no bread and ranch, bro.
grab yourself a snack, preferably a baked good of some kind, a hot chocolate or two, and we'll see you soon for part 2. Okay, bye.
Bye.
A sin eater's job is far from an easy one. The afterlife is broken, fractured by old magic, ancient pride, and promises never meant to be kept. For the dead to move on, their sins must be consumed, taken into another, and carried away. Atop the hill, a Vagrius manor awaits, rooted in rot, dressed in ivy. The Evagrius family lies scattered across cold stone and silk sheets, each bound by the sin that shaped their life. For a sin eater, each death is a question, each ritual a choice, forgiveness or damnation. Some rage against their fate, some beg, others, they welcome the silence, but none can pass on without the sin eater's hand. And the sin eater, they carry it all. Grief, regret, guilt, memory. The taste of what lingers. All in the pursuit of absolution.
I know that when I do pass along these notes, I will cease to be.
There comes a time in everyone's life where they must choose weighing the options before them to help them carve a path ahead. These decisions are often fraught and complicated, especially when the allure of power sits just outside your grasp. What would you do if told that you were meant to change the world? Would you carry your title proud and strong? Would you eschew your role, shying away from your foretold purpose? And how do you do that if it means challenging everything you thought you knew about your morals, your heritage, and most of all, the way you love? With the great divine war just behind us, we find two mortals on the cusp of divinity, grappling with what it means to be truly human, deeply flawed beings in a deeply flawed world on the precipice of the unknown.
I'm Gina Susanna, and I'm playing Ever Halassian, and I'm not the God Killer.
I'm Yanis Vessels, and I'm playing Rake, the Void in Flight, and I am not the God Killer. Not yet.
This Blackwater D&D podcast series is Balance. My name is M. Carlson, and once again, I'll be your god, or your game master. While this game is still a duet, we've decided to expand our horizons and broaden the universe of our cradle, and we'll be welcoming new voices to our table as beloved characters throughout the story. This tale takes us back, long before the end of the universe, to a time where we begin to explore and understand old divine wounds that run so very deep, and what happens when love is caught in the middle. So bring your talons, your incense, and your family secrets, because you're going to need it. God Killer Balance, sponsored by Hero Forge and Moonbeam, comes soon to wherever pods are cast. Until then, heretics, be safe.
When the world is in trouble and you don't know what to do, gotta call Blackwater and they'll kick some mess for you. So pull up a chair because you're welcome at the table. Come watch us save the multiverse. So turn up the TV and come watch some D&D. Blackwater, we'll roll some dice for you.
So, as the door closes and you see the inhabitants and the citizens of Coilsbury go back out to their Blooms Blossom festivities, the three of you are inside Savour the Moment, having sold quite a large number of your treats. You see that the rosemary buns are having a wonderful effect. People are dancing together, they're chatting, they're talking. You see that people feel kind of emboldened and look a little bit more strengthened from your meringue gravy pie. Yes, you see that when she was speaking with you, Lorelei seemed quite charmed. But the store is now empty now. And you still have, I would say you probably have like a couple more of those strawberry mousses with black pepper. What would you like to do?
Problem is boner butt, right?
Yeah, boner butt.
Clearly.
And his hat.
Possibly.
And you saw it was a tall top hat.
Tall.
We have done well here financially.
Should we leave?
But have we done well here spiritually? I sense a great darkness in this town.
Right.
All right.
I fear that they may not be able to savor the moment after Savour the Moment has left them.
I think the rot goes right to the top.
Boner, but what's his boner
Yeah,
bet?
it's
Bonnet.
Bonnet Bet.
Boner
Jeremiah Bonnet Bet.
Boner.
Boner bet. I bet it's boner. Should we confront him publicly or break into his home?
That's a very good question.
You would see that the gnomes seem to have kind of distributed themselves, and a lot of them seem to have kind of tootled. If you were to look outside, they have tootled off.
We should confront him in his home.
We should go
His home.
to the the temple, wherever he does his prayer.
I think it's at his home. I don't think there's a temple here.
There's no temple here.
You there, urchin boy.
No.
They're- you
Factory.
were
We go to the
inside.
factory or we go to
Right?
his
There's no
home?
temple here.
No.
To the factory?
Factory or his home?
To the
I think to his home.
I think to his home.
The factory.
We go bake at his home.
We'll bake at his home. If he's mad, he comes in.
Oh, just
Let's
bake
bring him a baked basket.
Oh.
A basket of baked.
We can bake him some special treats and make him shit himself. I still have some.
You do. You still have a couple of the treats that will
Shit
absolutely
treats.
make someone
Perfect
clear
for
their
Bonner.
digestive system within a couple hours.
Bonnet bear.
Oh, right. Of course.
So you. So the.
Bear near boner.
Bear boner.
I think it's Faramir.
Bear near.
So the plan at the moment is to go to Mayor Bonnet Bet's house.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. Uncle Guillermo looks at you and he's like, "Would you like me to reopen or just stay closed?"
Stick closed.
Man, the turret.
The what?
The crow's
Grab
nest.
the large spoon and be prepared for violence.
This is
But do not engage. with
This is
violence.
unfortunately not the first time that Guillermo has been told to man the large spoon. It is his least favorite time of traveling with you. So you see he kind of goes, fine. And he goes and he gets your large spoon that is kept on a kind of like a rack above your cauldron, one of your cauldrons, the special family cauldron in the back. And you see that he kind of takes his post up near the door, out of the way so no one sees him carrying a large weapon. It would be the equivalent of like a club, a great club at this point.
Let us not forget, cousin brothers, when canonically our grandfather kidnapped a health inspector and that one wee chef and bound them in the storeroom. This is an appropriate action.
It was for family.
It was for family.
And gravy.
And then I point at Guillermo. I'm like, you did that.
You did. He piloted you to do that.
Somehow I feel like I haven't raised you properly. And you just see he kind of toodles off with his spoon.
Which of our, who's,
Were you?
you're all our uncle.
Listen.
He says
I,
nothing
listen.
else.
No.
Wait, his son is the one who's dead to us, cousin Bernthal, who is the one who went adventuring and turned his back on
But
baking.
no. But
Bernthal, be wise.
listen. The thing is,
Bernthal Johnson.
Yeah.
the thing is, even though Remington is our grandfather, he was piloting Guillermo.
No, we don't want to go down this.
We don't want to go down. We don't look too closely
That's a late
at
night. That's a late night.
We don't
That's
look
a late
too-
night discussion, Guillermo.
We don't look too closely at it. So the three of you are planning to sneak out of Savour the Moment, leaving Guillermo here.
That's the dark
We don't want
secret
to
of
talk
our
about
family.
grandma like that.
And you are going to move over. You're going to sneak over towards the mayor's
Can I,
house.
before we go, can I make a treat? Can I make a bread basket?
You want to make a bread
I
basket.
want to make a special bread basket that you can eat,
The basket as well.
of course.
Okay, all right.
It's like a big bread bowl.
Okay,
And
Filled
I
with
want to
more
use
breads.
the rest of my pine sap.
okay, all right. And you'd like to imbue it with something, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I want to imbue it.
Okay, so a 10 plus will allow you to imbue as you choose.
Let's eat the treat, I think.
7 to 9. You gotta like shove all of that bread in your mouth at once.
All that bread one time, okay.
If you
Oh,
want
and
to
that
succeed.
seems
No
real-
ranch, dry?
that
No
seems-
ranch?
Dry.
That seems real tough.
Dry, no ranch.
I think
Whoa.
should I save it? You still have your treat.
I still got my treat. I think if you can just take a huge bite out of
No,
it,
I
like
can do
an
it.
apple.
I can do it in one.
Oh, just that one. I thought we were
Fold.
talking about the loaf,
Yeah, I can't do the loaf.
but you can. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to let choke a bit.
Yeah, now you can roll, and you
Yeah, it's in
don't
your
actually
mouth.
have to roll because you succeed. So you make a beautiful bread basket. What would you like it to be imbued with? We could do some.
That's a great question.
I can read them off for you.
No.
They are on page 11.
Oh, I've got it here.
Move it.
I think I want it to be vanilla flavored.
Okay, would you prefer weakened or strengthened?
Weakened.
Okay, so you have
A gift from Jerry Plain.
you have a bread basket of breads that will there's breads in a bread basket that is also made of bread.
That fucking rules.
Yes.
Breadception.
Breadception. There's so many crumbs on your table. We will clean this all up afterwards. And upon eating this, the target will become weakened, which will they become less effective if they try and deal any damage. They deal 1 less damage. Any physical moves will also get against a weakened target will also get +1.
Good.
Okay. All right. So
They worship Tielia here, right?
you have heard that Mayor Bonnetbet worships Tielia, but generally you would know. I'll actually have you. I'm going to have you roll a spiritual check here, and I'll let you do it at advantage,
Thank you so much.
because I can make rules here and say advantage of the thing.
Beautiful. 7.
7. Okay. I will say that you are pretty aware of the kind of more spread of worship within this region. You would note that Caradoc is the center for kind of the Sarah, the goddess of innovation and technology. Tielia worshipped everywhere.
Nice.
But definitely no temples to Tielia here.
Good.
So having someone that is quite devout and outwardly devout to Tielia would there would be, you'd thank Tielia for a harvest, you'd thank Tielia, but this is someone who seems to be actively praying towards Tielia.
Very good.
Okay.
Very good.
So how would you like to get over to Mayor Bonnetbet's house?
Use our little hand feet.
You're
No,
gonna
we're not-
lift
we're
up
not-
the whole bakery.
No,
We'll use our regular-
Your
personal
personal
hand
hand
feet.
feet. Okay. So I'm gonna have you essentially. Are you going over there? Are you just wandering over, or are you attempting to go there sneakily?
I think just wandering over.
Are you wandering through the festival, or are you wandering in the back streets?
We go sneakily.
Sneaky back streets.
No, I think we should go through the festival.
Okay.
I think on our way we can sleuth out some answers.
Okay. So
I would love to sleuth through the festival.
Okay, so that is going to be a kind of following the breadcrumbs. There is also, I would say, too, you could also use your sweet smarts here as well as one of your abilities that you can do. So I would say, what would you particularly like to look at as you move through the crowd on the way to Bonnetbet's
Looking
house?
for strange things.
Strange things. Okay.
Like in this festival, what's up? Everyone's got these flower crowns. Are they
Yeah.
being controlled by them?
Okay.
Is there weird tension between certain gnomes and certain? I'm looking for anything that's underneath the veneer of this family fun.
Sure.
festivities.
I will also say here too, when you want to suss out real information, it says from someone, but I'll allow this like festival to act as a someone. This would be technically extract information. So on a 10 plus, you're able to detect that someone is lying, and you can ask me, the GM, a question about what the person is saying, and I will say we could like have the person be the festival and the kind of the vibes of the festival. A 7 to 9, you have an inkling that someone is fibbing or there is something that is hidden, and on a 6 and below, you have no idea. And you might look suspicious as you're trying to suss this out.
So we're trying to figure out what is wrong.
Yeah.
I think that this is one. Boys, we're floundering.
Can I use butter him up to help him with this roll? When someone needs a little help, you can grease him up a little bit. When you want to help out a fellow baker, roll spiritual. On a 10 plus, you give them a +1 to their roll, or a -1 to the next damage. On a 7 9, even +1, but open yourself up to threats, or you give them a 1 damage.
Sure. Yeah. I'll allow you to butter him up. So you attempt to
Grease me.
give.
Grease me up.
That's a 5.
Okay.
That's bad.
So on a 6 and below, you do not help, and you expose both you and your fellow baker to dangers.
Or does he?
Okay.
Yes.
I need to know what's wrong with this town. And the rule is all in mouth at once?
Yeah.
As long as you don't choke.
Oh! Wow, that was fast.
Okay. So
Don't laugh.
you house that tart.
Let it soak.
My moose was encompassing the whole hole. There was no room to breathe around it.
Oh boy. So you walk through this festival, tapping into that spiritual sense of what is going on here. And I think you truly in a mind palace.
Mouthful of gravy.
Yeah, you absolutely take some shots of gravy and you're just
He's
dancing.
got a little metal flask.
You watch as
that was just filled with gravy.
You watch as Gravy Dave kind of like joins a conga line and starts dancing on the maypole. And you would see him kind of move through. There's like bobbing for apples. You see there's like a cakewalk situation. I'm imagining the dance that Sean was doing at Gen Con, like a lot of this. Yeah. And I think because you like succeeded well over and above, you get the sense that spring, and like I would like to offer this as a confirmation of essentially what you've vaguely been putting together, that spring was brought on. And it was not a gift, it was a happening that occurred, and you get the sense that someone's hand was forced to bring spring here. That something brought spring here against its will.
That's so exciting.
And you would have the sense that the primary push for this is to get the factory running and get the factory operating at maximum capacity for longer, because the metal that they work with can't be tempered properly at this temperature. Usually the factory is closed in winter. It's all about the tools. Capitalism. It's usually, and yeah, capitalism is the BBG, guys.
He's the John Hamm.
Yeah,
meme.
it's the John Hamm meme. Yes, absolutely. So yeah, you would get the sense that the factory is being forced, like essentially this beautiful festival was thrown, and of course the factory opens tomorrow for the rest of the season, and by the time the close of like the winter season would come, it just rolls right into spring. So they're trying to force an extra season of work.
Before we get to his house,
yes,
I would like to raise the bread once more.
Okay.
And this time I will craft. It looks like a person, but with a very pointy head. Very almost like sharp, pointy.
Okay.
So it's like a little version of me with a very sharp, pointy hat. And this is Lieutenant Red Bull Rain.
Holder Rain.
What? Oh,
Wonderful. So you have a small. You have a small. Your companion.
And he wants his scalps.
Yeah, he does not look nice.
He does not look nice.
He is.
Big scar.
Yeah, big scar.
Big scar, and you see that it's just kind of like a flap because
It's like where it's like
dough.
where you cut the dough before you baked it.
100%.
Yeah, it's when you score sourdough.
yeah.
It's when you score sourdough before you bake it. That's what it is, and it's dusted with flour so it stays open. Great.
I hurt the corners
Did
of
you
my
cut
mouth.
your mouth?
I opened my mouth too big.
So
I
you
haven't done that before.
so you walk your way through the festival, and Gravy, you have this information now. You are fully in tune with what the true goings on of the festival
The
is.
jus speaks to me, and I
The
speak through
the
the
o-
jus.
yes the Oju speaks to you, and you go. So you move through the festival and you clear through it. Probably it's like about a 5-minute walk through the whole festival. The town's not ginormous.
Tiny festival.
Well, it's like you weave your way through. You would take longer time if you're dancing and bobbing for apples and all that kind of stuff. So you would make your way to the other side of the square, and you see that the mayor's house is probably a short walk up the hill.
We walk it.
Okay. Would you like to go like you are announcing your presence, or are you going stealthily up to the mayor's house?
Direct.
Direct. Okay.
What do we
Okay.
have to hide from this?
And I would have
small
made
man?
Bread Bowl Rain within a time frame, so he doesn't deflate before we.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say you kind of like crack open your starter at the bottom of the hill and pour him out, and he kind of comes up the hill. Okay, so you go up to the top of the hill. How would you like to? Do you want to just go like knock on the door? Like, what do you want to do?
We knock on the door.
Okay, you knock and there is no answer.
Good.
What would you like to do?
Did we see him in the square when we went through?
I will allow you to roll a mental
Would be crazy.
check to see if you could have seen him.
Do your thing.
7.
I would say you saw a glimpse of like teal, but you can't confirm whether it was him or not.
Should we go in?
I have just the skill for this. Gravy Dave is a work of tart. You've taken the time and dedication required to perfect the manipulation of dough to make the perfect crust, the perfect topping, or the perfect lattice for your pies and tarts. This allows you to work very well with your fingers and hands. You can attempt to do many sleight of hand checks, such as picking locks. Roll a mental check, and on a +10, you achieve whatever you want. On a 7 to 9, you do it, but something goes wrong, etc., etc.
I would say Bread Bowl Rain is so pointy you could use his hat.
I'm gonna pick up your beautiful son, jimmy his head into the lock.
Yeah.
Open it
Incredible.
up.
Okay, you can roll for that.
Using little bread boy to open a door seems pretty unconventional, wouldn't you say?
I'll give you that one.
Excellent. Pretty good. 8.
Okay. I will say that you open the lock, but the conical part of his head is gone.
All of it?
Like the rest of his head is there,
Not
but
just
like,
the tip?
but like it just becomes stuck.
My son.
He broke his head.
The
It's
top of
okay.
your son's head gets stuck in the door, and there is now there is like a glob of sourdough starter in the lock.
It'll dissolve.
I owe you a scalp, brother.
And he looks at you, and you can just hear, and you don't hear it out loud, but you know in your mind he's going, and I want this scalp.
And I'll have my scalps.
Okay, so you walk inside the mayor's mansion, and it is like it's like both what looks to be both a mixed-use kind of office and living space that he would take meetings in. One like lower downstairs library, you see another kind of state room. There looks to be sitting rooms, a kitchen in the back, and a large kind of grand staircase where there would be stairs upstairs. You see the staircase also curls around to go down. It's like one large central staircase that goes down. And immediately in front of you, you see that the front room is filled with just like tropical fauna, and it is hot in here. It is extremely hot. It's like the middle of like summer in what would be like the bayou or the Everglades. Or like the middle of the Amazon jungle. It is hot and humid in this room, and there are plants growing in here that you've never seen on this continent ever.
Do a proof in the pudding.
Ah, what's that?
That's where I get to investigate a scene and ask you to tell me a hidden detail, item, or person that would otherwise go on.
Okay.
That is not giving me anything.
What did you roll?
3.
Okay. So I will say that you start looking amongst the plants to try and figure out what's happening, try and tune into really what's going on here. And I am going to have all of you make a roll because of walking in this room. Just give me 1 sec. I will tell you what skill it is. You are going to roll. Oh my gosh, which one is it? You are going to roll a physical, please.
10.
10, okay.
7.
Okay.
I also got a 7.
Okay, Gravy Dave, you feel your body begin to lock up and seize as if, as you breathe in this, beautiful, overwhelming smell of hibiscus and jasmine, bird of paradise. You smell just, rich loam of soil. The kind of, hot, the heat kind of rolls over you, and you feel your body begin to seize up, but you shake it off, and the two of you are considered seized. You are frozen in place. You cannot move unless you are moved, and it's going to be a touch of time here before you can make another roll to resist that. As you see your two brother cousins lock up and are paralyzed.
Can I tell what has caused this paralysis?
I don't know. How would you like to do that?
I would like to vibe the room.
You want to vibe the room
flask.
again. Yeah, sip the flask, vibe the room. You cannot fully succeed at this point or you can't over succeed at this point like the tartlet gave you the ability to do, but I'll let you roll for it.
Okay, very good.
And this will probably be spiritual. That was a journey.
6.
Okay. You have no idea what's happening. You have walked into a room with unfamiliar flora and fauna. It's not gone from just spring to summer. It has gone from spring to tropical jungle.
Has Lieutenant Bread Bowl Rain been seized up? They're just bread.
They're just bread, but also hot and wet. What are the conditions for keeping a sourdough starter?
Probably not. I mean, it makes a little
Hot
bit of
and
heat.
wet.
Yeah, hot and wet.
Okay, I'm gonna actually have you
It's
roll.
expanding.
I'm gonna have you roll a physical check for me
2
here,
feet
and I'll
tall
let
and
you roll
growing.
it at advantage. Actually.
Oh! Okay, well, the first one was a 10, plus my 2 is 12. I don't think I can get, and the second one was a 3, so...
Okay, so you see that Lieutenant Breville Rain is fine.
Yes.
And it looks to you to do your bidding.
I'm going to try a new tack.
Okay.
If someone is kept here against their will, speak now. We are Savour the Moment, and we're here to free you.
Okay.
I bet this guy's got some sort of fucking summer elemental here or something.
Okay. With an 11. You hear coming from, you're the only one who's not from, you kind of move around the room as you say this, and you hear coming from down the stairs, you see a, hello? Hello?
Hello.
Can you come down and help me, please?
Yes, I can.
The lieutenant would be going with you.
Okay, and at this point, I'll let you roll
I
another
hold
check
his tiny
against.
hand.
And I will say that I'm going to drop the DC down to a 8 at this point. You're still frozen, so you can roll another check against the paralysis.
I rolled a 6, but I'm gonna
Snake eyes.
I'm gonna use 2 of my experiences.
Yeah.
From failed rolls
Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh, I did.
to add.
Yeah, any failed rolls that you've had on a
To get me to
sixes
an
and-
8.
Okay, sounds good. You can use those experiences.
I still don't think that'll get me over the edge.
Yeah, not with the.
Not
so
with Snake Eyes.
you see that bread is still struggling, and you see that the lieutenant comes over and grabs your hand and is trying to pull you down the stairs with him.
Go! I would send through my mind. Go with them.
Do you wait for your brother cousin, or do
Never.
you? Okay.
Actually, maybe I will keep the lieutenant up here.
Okay, so you stay upstairs with the
he's
lieutenant, and the
distracted,
two of you begin to move down the stairs. You see that the staircase heads down quite probably would be at least 2 flights of stairs. Probably so as they're landing to the bottom stair, I will let you make another check again. And
Okay. 5.
yeah.
And I surely have failed twice.
Yeah, absolutely. I will let you come out. So you and the lieutenant are running a bit behind, but you do get down there.
Come on.
So the two of you first broach the bottom of the stairs, and you see this like it's a cave. It's like a hollowed out cave that is underground. You see what looks to be that. At first glance, you see that roots have immediately sprung through the soil and are desperately trying to move towards this small cage that's in a center of the room. But there seems to be kind of like whatever is preventing them from getting it is unsealed, is invisible at this point. You can see like there's a clear barrier of where the plants stop moving towards whatever is in this small cage in front of you. The cage is glowing, and there's a sheet over top of it, and that you see that you hear water dripping, and you hear you would see that the floor feels really cold. The floor feels very, very cold and looks frosty, like winter.
Yeah, we remove the sheet.
Okay. Inside this small cage, do you fully reach your hand through that?
My cousin sure does.
Okay, I am going to need you to make a check for me.
Take a whisk.
Take a whisk.
I would allow you to
Can I take a wish?
I would allow you to take
Just
a
a
whisk here. A little
whisk.
ooh-woo whisk here.
Just taking a whisk.
Okay, sounds good. So you can roll physical for me, please. This would have been
Am I whisking or not?
Yeah, you're taking a whisk.
It's a physical whisk.
It's a physical trait.
Oh, that was whiskey.
Oh boy. I should have taken a whisk.
Oh boy, you're.
I have an ability.
5.
Okay.
You're correct.
As you reach your hand to take off the cloth, you feel a sudden sharp pain in your hand. As you...
Your money makers.
I am going to roll 2 dice here.
For damage?
Yeah, dude.
And you are going to take 5 damage.
Whoa.
Any specific type or just
You are
hurt?
going to take essentially rot damage, but it's like an electric shock.
Yikes.
Yes. You take
Youchie.
5 damage. And for context, these bakers have 10 damage. It hurts. It feels like the one time you reached into a power source incorrectly in your kitchen, and it hurt you quite badly. You see your brother get cousin get blown back and hit
Cousin
the back
brother.
wall of the room, and you just hear that. Oh, don't! Not unless you're warm.
Warm.
Did someone say warm?
Hot hands.
That's what they used to call me.
Hot hands pit.
I would go over with my hot hands.
Yeah.
Which is one of my abilities. And I would reach out and pull it off.
Okay, sounds good. I am going to still have you. This is essentially still taking a whisk.
Is it? It's taking a whisk.
It is
That's
a risky
perfect.
thing that you're gonna do.
I got an ability.
Is it
It's all coming up
a
pit.
whittle whisk?
Flower power. 8 and +2 for physical, right?
Yes.
That's 10 plus. Years of flinging around 50-pound bags of flour have trained your body and strengthened your muscles. When rolling physical for take a whisk or moving and shaking, you count any roll
Moving
7
and
or
shaking.
above as a full success.
Wow. Okay, so... Oops. So you watch as it's almost like Bread's hands, the flour dust that still sits on Bread's hands heats up, and you reach through, and it feels like there would be this electrical barrier, but you don't, it doesn't matter to you, and you pull off the sheet, and inside this little cage, you see just kind of like a small green winged like femme-presenting being. She's probably about this big. She looks to be trying to like smash against the cave. Looks like she can fly. She's glowing. She's green. She has like her eyes are quite bug-like and completely black. She looks quite bug-like in some ways.
Gross.
But she is in this cage, and she is like desperately trying to get out.
I know who this is. Yanis knows who this is.
Do you?
This is one of the things that met Ever when she went to go see Taylor.
It is not.
My name is Gravy Dave. What is your name and what are you?
Hi. How did you get down here? I've been down here for like 2 months. I've just been trying to get out. My name is Beavy. I'm a
Baby?
Beavy.
Beavy.
No one puts BV in a corner.
Thank you. I'm so glad somebody got it.
Call it an Uber?
No. I'm gonna keep a joke inside.
Nice.
And message it to us on the group chat? Got it.
Oh, now you got to share with
No,
me later.
no, we don't.
No, we don't.
Oh no.
You guys. So, BB looks at you.
Sorry. What does BB do?
She looks at you and she goes, I've been down here for 2 months. Do we need to take a minute? No. So she looks at you and she goes, where's the mayor? Is he with you? Are you? And she like backs up immediately in the cage. You're not gnomes.
No, we're here to stop this weird.
We're a perfect gradient from dwarf to man.
And I arrange us from
We're
dwarf to
here to
half dwarf
stop
to
the
man.
weird spring that is happening here.
Oh, that's my fault. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's all right. We're just here to stop it.
It doesn't seem like you're choosing to do it.
Well, it's kind of like this. I can't get out, and to get out, I need someone to come save me. So to save, I just need to like let someone know I'm here. And
How do we get you out?
well, you good at picking locks?
Yes.
Well, the cage is up.
Where's the bread boy?
If you get on his head, you can puppet him.
What?
I don't.
Like Grandpa Remy.
You
I
want
don't
me,
quite know
a
what you're
dwarf,
saying, but like
to get on my 1 foot
I'm a
tall
I'm a
nephew
spring
once
spirit.
removed.
I'm a spring spirit, and the mayor caught me. Like he prayed really hard to Tielia, who I serve, and so I was like, oh, this lovely somebody praying to Tielia, like come bless your crops or whatever. And I felt it was kind of strange that he was praying in the middle of winter, and then he showed up. I showed up and was like, hey, what can I make grow really well for you in the springtime? And he was like, you can just make it spring and then put me in this box.
Kidnapped you.
Well, yeah, I don't want to be here.
Prayer entrapped this spirit, and I believe prayer can get her out.
You can bring
I
me out of
would
this
like
box? Are you a
to-
priest of Tielia or something?
Something far more powerful.
Not the jus.
To take a swig of my gravy, close my eyes, commune with the flowing jus from beyond, and I would like to pray. I would like to change the recipe. I'm still playing the game.
Okay.
Which, if
You
I
are
understand,
wanting to use alter the recipe.
that's the one.
Yeah.
The West.
It's a synonym. I would like to alter the recipe
Okay.
of the lock.
Amazing.
I would like to alter the recipe of what makes up this lock from metal to gravy.
Okay, so you want to liquefy the lock, essentially.
Yes.
Gravify the lock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. So you, to be able to alter reality and nature with your baking skills, you are going to use alter the recipe, and you are going to roll spiritual here.
I would be.
Can I alter the recipe so we get rid of this dome?
I will say that he's like doing this from afar.
Oh, okay.
So you assume that if she could get out of the box, she's a magical being. She could probably deal with the magic, but she can't get out of the box. Or you can't get out of the cage.
I've got this. Brother.
I believe in the jus.
Cousin.
I'm one with the jus. The jus is with
Tap
me.
into that family gravy.
Oh, pretty good. 11.
Yeah, that is a full success. Using tapping into what you know about that heat was able to permeate the barrier. Gravies are most of the time Hot.
Ideally
hot. So you... I'm so sorry. The idea of gravifying a lock is...
Pretty cool.
Not where I thought we'd end up today, but here we are. So the lock begins to, first the metal gets really, really bright, and then it begins to drip, and instead of dripping metal, it is gravy, and the lock disintegrates down into a pool of gravy at the bottom of the
just
cage.
starts dripping out of the keyhole.
Yeah, and that's where it starts, and then the whole lock disintegrates, and then all it takes is BV doing one big shove, and she shoves against the door, and she kind of like bursts out and tumbles through, and the second that she does, you see all of the vines go immediately to her, and she just kind of goes, oh, that feels so much better. Thank you. How do we get out? I've been under the sheet the whole time and just kind of like yelling out into the like divine ether for Tielia to come save me. It's winter. She gets a bit sleepy at this time. So I was just kind of like expecting to be here until like real spring happened.
We just go up the stairs.
Oh. Okay.
All right, let's go.
Oh, okay. And you see she kind of like, you see as she touches the kind of real plants and vines that are naturally growing through the soil, not the ones that have been created by the fake spring that has occurred. You watch her kind of get a little bit more imbued, a little bit more emboldened, and then she's off like a shot, and you see like a little trail of kind of like magic come from behind her as she whips up the stairs, and she kind of like is in the room, and you see her perched on the top of one of those like larger, like a decoration on the balustrade of the stair, and she, as you get up to the top of the stairs, she's just going, no, wrong, and she's pointing at all of these plants, and they are just wilting and dying in front of her.
Metal.
And she goes, so what's happening outside? Just so I know, just so I am aware of what I need to do when I get outside.
Spring festival.
Oh, no, it's supposed to be winter.
We are aware.
But
That's
the mayor told the citizens that it was a special spring festival.
so that they could go back to work in the factories because they can only work during the spring.
Did he bring Bloom's Blossom early?
Yes.
That's my festival.
Well, you should go deal with him.
I should go deal with him. And she goes to, she doesn't even go for the door. You see that there's like a small window, and she just absolutely, she points at the window, the glass shatters, and she flies out. As you see her kind of go through, you just hear, oof, as you go to the door and you open it, and you see that there is Mayor Bonnetbet standing on kind of the front porch, and he's got her in a net. She's not the smartest little thing, but she sure is feisty. And so he looks at you and he goes, "What are you doing in my house?"
Breaking and entering.
I would like Lieutenant Bread Bowl Rain he can distract an enemy.
Okay, how would you like him to distract here?
By existing.
Just by existing. As he's like, he's moving up close, he's like, he's wiggling in.
Okay.
And he's leaning his head down, which is broken, but...
And is he like going to charge Bonnetbet?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, so I'm going
right
to
at the
have you roll beat, essentially, for Bonnetbet to take an attack for you against Bonnetbet.
Okay. Would you believe it if it was a 5?
Absolutely, I would. As Bonnetbet sees this small sourdough.
He dies if he takes 1 damage.
Yeah, he doesn't even. Bonnetbet just sidesteps him, and he just runs down the stairs, and he's gone. And I think
No!
he probably dissipates. What would you like to do? Bonnetbet is moving to go back into his house and close the door.
I'm gonna place my hand on the house behind me.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna cast Alter Recipe.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn his whole house into custard.
What?
Big swing.
But you're taking a big swing
We
here.
love to see it.
Okay, yeah. Either effect is limited in time and potency. So I will say that, like, you...
It's a slow transformation.
If it happens, it will not happen immediately, and you're gonna, like...
It's a set overnight.
If you roll a baker's dozen right now, I will let you turn this house into
A
custard.
baker's dozen or a complete success? Those are two different things.
No, a baker's dozen. If you
A
roll
hard
2
12.
6s, I will let you turn this house into
Okay,
custard.
I'll do something different then.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab my little aerator.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna run up and stick it in his mouth, like giving him a whippy. and I'm going to inflate him so he floats away.
Oh, okay.
I'm going
Yeah.
to Augustus goop him.
I'm gonna say this would likely
Or what?
be beat.
Was it Augustus or?
It was Augustus. Well,
No, it's alter
Viola-
recipe.
Oh, it's alter recipe. Okay.
Violet Beauregard.
Yeah, Beauregard
Yes.
was when we floated.
And so you're gonna whip at this guy so hard
That he's
Buoyant.
floats.
He's okay.
Reasonable.
That is a 9 plus 2 for spiritual is an 11. But I also have scientist, which means that when I alter recipe, 7 plus is a success.
Yeah, incredible. I'm not gonna give you a baker's dozen on it because you didn't roll that. But it's almost like you would be casting the equivalent of levitate on him as he.
But he gets real big.
Enlarge and levitate at the same time, and you watch him just kind of like his hands get too big to fully grip around this handle, and it just kind of breaks in his hand, and the net falls to the ground, and BB starts to like wiggle her way out as he like turns into a balloon and begins to float. He's like desperately trying to grab. I'm gonna see if he can grab onto his railing before he floats away. And with 2 2s, he absolutely does not. As you watch the mayor of Coilsbury start to float away into
Give
the
him a little
sky.
salute,
You have
and then
no
one of
idea how
these.
long this is going to. You have no idea how long this effect is going to last or how high he will get up.
And
You
we'll
assume
find
it
out.
will end eventually. Okay. So what would you like to do here?
I would like to once again raise the bread. Because I want this next creature, who is an expert thief, to see if there's like a chest of coins
Okay.
somewhere in the house. So I'm going to create another 1 foot tall version of myself, Krusty Ryan, from the film Ocean's 11.
And that character's name that Brad Pitt played.
Rusty Ryan.
Rusty Ryan. There, Krusty Ryan is good.
They're all Brad Pitt characters.
Just in case you haven't been following
Krusty
along.
Ryan,
Krusty
very
Ryan.
suave, very cool.
Very cool. And has a little like sourdough. It's made out of sourdough starter, but it looks just like a little like lockpick set. As he kind of gives you a wink.
You know what to do.
And he goes off into the house, and you've got him for 10 minutes, and he's gonna find what he can in 10 minutes. What would you like to do? Here?
Gravy Dave would like to speak to BB.
Okay.
Looking up at the balloon mare.
Yeah.
Your captor is incapacitated, but you are the only one with the power of flight. If you wish him to fly off into the distance, that is your right. Or, if you wish to bring him down, you are the only one who can. What would Tielia have of him?
I mean, nature's pretty vicious, so like I really don't care.
Tight. All right, boys.
This has been really nice. I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for getting me out. Can I give you a gift?
Yes.
Always.
It'd be great.
Amazing. You're bakers, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But savory.
Yeah, but like wheat flour is like kind of at the base of everything that you do.
Great. Yeah, that and gravy.
Generally, you thicken gravy with flour, don't
Do
you?
I tell you how to bring spring? Do I come into your
You could. You just might be
wilderness?
wrong. I don't know.
I'm
I
very
might be
sorry.
wrong. I'm not a
He's
human.
very
I don't
aggressive.
cook.
He's
I don't
I'm
do-
not a
very-
human either.
He's very unconventional.
He's very aggressive. Is this the way a normal person would do this?
I don't
I don't
understand
think
what
so. Add
normal like people are like. I usually hang out with like big beings like
Mm.
me. Yeah. So okay.
Anyways, wheat flour would be great.
Yeah. How about I give you maybe the start of something better? And you see she kind of puts out her hands, and there's a golden glow in the middle of it, and you see a small pod would be like a stalk of wheat. You can't get this wheat on this continent, but it's better than anything they'll grow over here. So if you decide to ever grow this wheat, this will be it's the best one.
Set down roots and become farmers. Okay,
This
that's
is from
a
the
great gift.
this is from the Golden Steps in Katona. Do you know where that is?
Mm-hmm.
No, everyone's heard of Katona.
We've been to Katana.
Yeah, like here.
We
here
took
you go.
we took our house on a boat.
We just swam.
Your,
Sort of baby paddles.
I'm sorry, your house. I actually don't care. So here, take your gift.
Thank you. Can I ask you to do us
The
one
single
more
stalk
favor?
of wheat.
It's the seeds inside it that are important.
Yes.
You as a
I'm sure there's a
baker
dozen.
Can I?
So excited
I-
to change
can I
my
ask you
career
one more
to being
favor?
a farmer.
Yes.
Can you go and explain to everyone what happened, or distract them while we leave? I don't think they're gonna be happy about us.
I think,
they will be.
I
Loading
think the
them
second that I start flying around and killing all of these flowers and things that shouldn't be here, so to let
say gnomes.
winter. What? People.
Could kill the gnome.
I can't.
Don't kill the
I can't kill
noise.
people.
Okay.
Right.
That's like not within my wheelhouse.
But if
I'm
I
not-
floated them, you don't have to say it.
Oh, that sounds like your issue, not mine. The second he stopped being my problem, I really don't.
So anything any injuries I caused while saving you is completely.
It's
my
Batman and Ra's al Ghul in the Sky Train. I'm not gonna kill you, but I don't have to save
It's
you.
me.
I'm gonna go do that now.
You're gonna kill the flowers now? You don't want to let them maybe finish the festival. It's
What? That's a false festival. Why
right. It's a false festival, but the
That's what
the citizens are so excited. There's little children.
Oh, okay. So,
Maybe hold off just till like dusk.
well,
Sun goes
generally blooms blossom like goes all evening, and then you like are supposed to roll in to work in whatever condition the next day. That's how the festival goes. But I could do it at sunrise the next morning. I guess I would have to stay here overnight, but like.
You could
They,
hang out.
they deserve. You can come. I got a lovely miso peanut butter mousse you can try.
How dare you do that to me? So
We also have an uncle.
an uncle.
He's quite lonely.
What are you saying?
He might be very interested in meeting you, and you might be interested in meeting him. I don't know. He has to hang around us all day. He doesn't get to talk to a lot of people who aren't us.
Is he a good conversationalist?
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
the one thing.
And
he's
you see
actually
her
good at.
smile like fully, and her teeth are like razor sharp and pointed.
Oh, that's his
He'll
type.
love that. He'll love that.
That's his type.
Okay, yeah, like lead the way, I guess.
I just have to check. I just have to check on my son. Is
Okay.
he found?
I will say, you can have Krusty Ryan follow the breadcrumbs, following breadcrumbs,
Yeah.
and so you can roll mental using your stats.
Your boy is just as smart as you.
Some say smarter. 6 on the dice, and +1 is 7.
There it is.
Whoa.
Come on, Krusty.
I will
Limping
say
across the line.
that you hear him going "Ah!" in your head. That he's found something, he just can't move it.
Aye.
Here's the thing. Krusty is constantly eating as he's doing his heist.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Yeah.
got a big shrimp cocktail.
Popcorn.
Constant snacking. Yeah, but he's found something that
Yeah.
he thinks would be relevant
Can I
to you.
go
He
over
just
to where he is?
okay.
What did he find?
He sees like a chest that's probably about this big.
Perfect. Cousins, I need your help.
Of course, cousin.
Lift it.
We all lift it
Yeah.
together.
Does it sound
Wait.
like coins when we jiggle it?
You don't know. You haven't opened it yet.
Well, you could be.
I open it. I open it while they carry it.
You would hear kind of the sound of maybe not necessarily like coin specifically, but tender of a kind, and there would be like gold and silver, like more bars.
I cover it with the blanket that was covering BB.
Okay.
That way, none of the townsfolk
No,
will
we've
reckon
robbed
it.
We want to give it to them.
Oh.
Good, then it'll be a fun surprise.
We
I-
want to give
I
it
thought
to
we
the
were keep-
Tanukis.
I thought we were keeping it for ourselves.
I
No, we
thought-
want to upend this
I
whole
thought-
structure.
I
We
thought
want it
we
to be a
were doing-
cooperative.
Yes, can we keep half of it?
No, he's right.
we
have-
already robbed them.
We
When
didn't- no, they bought goods and
No, no, no.
services.
Cousin's right. This belongs to.
Oh, and then we'll
the-
sell them. They can
sell
choo-
them.
They, no.
Oh my
They can choose to buy.
Flan.
They can choose to buy our confections
Yeah.
with the money we've
Exactly.
given them.
Exactly.
No
They
more
needed-
free
they-
samples.
They ran out of money. Now we're giving the money to buy more
It's a
things. from
circular
us.
investment.
Right. So you take
This is genius.
you take the coin down to
Laundering
the
it.
festival, and I think like you would just probably open the chest
With a
in-
flourish.
and you see the Tanuki are overjoyed. They start adding the coins, and you see
say-
some of them trying to like pick up some of the bars with their.
I would take a few of them aside and go, seize the means of production.
What does that mean?
Buy the factory. Be your own boss.
You get talking with 3 of them that are named Thud, Swoosh, and Slurp.
Yes.
Tell us more about Slurp.
Slurp, he has kind of just like one part of his face that just looks kind of wet, and you're just not really sure why.
I like Slurp.
Slurp. Thud.
I think Slurp's
Yeah, Thud is like round,
Oh,
and
so
when he walks, there is thudding that occurs.
If you're interested, Thud, a little bit later, myself and my son, Tyler Curden, we're going to be having a little bit of a dust-up. We sort of do this sort of evening. It's a bit of a club. I can't say too much about it. But if you want, come meet under the arms.
And Thud just goes, oh yeah, and you see he's like licking his lips, and there is like food caked in his fur, and he seems very So it was what did I say? Thud, Swoosh, and Slurp. Yeah. And so they begin to take your advice and
Form cooperative.
Yeah, eventually, I'm sure. And so they do that. The rest of Bloom's Blossom goes into the evening. You return to Savour the Moment.
We should probably leave before.
I feel like this could go badly for us if we stay.
They might be quite
No.
pissed that it becomes winter.
We should make some wintry treats.
Some hot cocoa
Gravy.
gravy.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so
Served in a bread
you
mug.
see that when you get back inside Savour the Moment, you see that
Sounds
Guillermo
delicious.
looks at all of you, and there's a mixture of like pride in what you've done after you kind of regale him with the story, and I think there's a little bit of him that wishes he could go and be in on the adventures. And you see that he says, I've been waiting for a moment to do this, and it seems like the appropriate time, and well, we have company. We don't get
You're not allowed to quit.
not quitting. Quite the opposite, actually. And you see he goes back into his room, and he comes out with a small box. It's about this big, and you see your grandfather's writing on it, and it is his recipe box. And he opens the recipe box, and Guillermo kind of rifles through it, and he holds out a card to you. And you read the recipe for peppermint mocha cookies.
And we both look at each other and we're like, sweet.
Give it a moment.
But it's sweet.
And I am going to have you all roll to make the peppermint mocha cookies, please.
This is grandfather's recipe.
But it's sweet.
We will give it
And
all
if
to
you
family.
do not have to get any of the ingredients, whatever it is, BB can make it for you if it is.
Do we add anything? Or just a flower?
I will say for
Spiritual?
family, you can either choose to add spiritual. You could add, I would give you a proficiency in a skill called family or gravy.
We're all proficiency.
11.
Spiritual. That's a 10.
9.
11.
Amazing. The 9, 10, and an 11. It takes you some time, and you each start to be, for maybe the first time in a long time, rather than making treats individually to sell, you work in unison to create one perfect recipe. Cooking is art, and baking is science, and I think as you round out the rest of the evening, it is a little bit of both. So I have peppermint mocha cookies here for you, so I'm going to pass them
I only
over.
sneak like a little bit of miso in there.
You could dip it in gravy.
Real fancy salt on top.
And these are the cookies that Dan, the recipe that Dan crafted for us. They bake up incredibly. Tim baked them this afternoon. So that brings us to the end of our sweet little one-shot. I want to say a huge thank you to my delightful bakers for playing in this very silly world. I want to say a huge thank you to Dan Walter, for the creator of Storybake, for sponsoring this episode and just putting so much love into this recipe. And I hope that from our table to yours, that this was a recipe to be proud of. So this is our last stream of the year. And so we will be dropping some podcast features. There will be stuff over on YouTube, of course, that comes out. This episode will drop on Friday. And whose mouth is least full? Yanis, where can everyone go to find stuff about Blackwater for more exclusive bonus content?
Head on over to our Patreon.
Thank you.
Patreon.com/BlackwaterDnD. where you can find other episodes of Chatwater, which we've actually pre-recorded on this one, where we built our characters. But you can also find episodes of Chatwater about the Ink series that we did, all sorts of fun behind-the-scenes stuff. We also do a bunch of behind-the-scenes stuff about other shows. There's some Godkiller behind-the-scenes stuff on there. Em also does Lore Gems with M, where we dive into more lore questions for those people who want to know more about the world building.
That one will be coming out, I believe, this Friday on Patreon.
And then one of the best features about our Patreon is you get to join the Patreon's only Discord, where we share a bunch of things. We interact with the community there. The community that's there is, our community in general is fantastic,
So
but
wholesome,
the
I
community
love
that's
them.
that there is very engaged. They chat very often. It's constantly new things on there. So definitely a large part of what makes the Patreon worth it. But it's great because it helped us be able to move into our own studio space. It helps helps us keep the lights on. So yeah, it definitely helps a ton. So go check it out. There is a free tier. I'll keep talking about the Patreon. There's paid tiers. The word Patreon sounds an awful lot like Patron, which is a kind of tequila, which this is not.
This is not, but it's a fun fact.
But it's a fun fact. And like Patreon harks back to the days where wealthy people would have pay artists create goods in a sort of like a Patreon.
We're rolling the credits at this point.
And yeah, so like that's where the word Patreon comes from. But now we transitioned it to an online medium where people can donate money to different groups. There's lots of good Patreons. There's others you can go check out. I feel like
if you want like a little after credits scene.
I feel like
Okay, I got one. When you're spiritually lost and you don't know what to do, take a swig of your gravy and trust the Jew.